And we are live. Should get some water. I think that'd be good. Be right back. Yeah, I got my water. Woo! Man, that intro still gets me sometimes. I'm glad we have it. Welcome everybody to Mentioning Mysterium for Monday nights. We are here for session 21 plus, and if we are successful this episode, we may be jumping forward quite a bit. Last episode. You're not in this episode. We started out our new second semester of fourth year. We had bad dreams. We were able to go to charms class. We learned about the enchantment of items and how it's done. Transfigurations, where Professor Dildro was feeling a little under the weather, so Professor Rojas stepped in. And Care of Magical Creatures class. There she is. Hi. Where we did Jess, I can hear. I think you might be on the wrong microphone. I at least clicked reduce mic background noise. There we go. Where we went to the Grindylow Lagoon and found out about that cave down there, which not many people know about. It's like a little beach. We also did Defense Against the Dark Arts class, and Professor Milne showed up, inviting everybody to a special Muggle Studies class. And then we had lots of great role plays. We went around when Herbology was canceled and did career counseling with everybody. It's important because you got to know what kind of newts you need to get, or else maybe you forget to take something later down the line. Where are we? Monday night. There we go. There's a fair bit of teas kicking around here. We have 5 teas across the board.
I think
Wild.
I gave Flitwick like an aneurysm.
Did you?
Yeah.
We need more of him, by the way, Alex.
I vaguely recall him crashing out. What was it?
I think we had like 6 people roll like below 10 on everything. I have a very strong memory of this.
Okay, I remember. I also remember why. So when we did career counseling, it was only 2 of us who have like never done career counseling before. Like they actually got the career counseling, and the other people who did the career counseling, which mainly me and Thea, he instead used, I guess, for Holly, that as a way to lecture her, even though she has perfect grades, to like not spend so much time getting distracted by Colin. And for Thea, tried to do career counseling and then proceeded to crash out because Thea stated a bunch of things that she was assuredly unqualified for.
Yeah.
And he was trying so hard to be supportive and also not.
Professor.
Yeah, she's a transfiguration professor.
God damn it!
And then also told Sebastian that she was
Sebastian's like #1 opposite Thea, and she doesn't even know.
There was like, even though he's not here today, that great, they trying to keep a mud down, dog, last week with Banshee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we do we wait? No, that's a different game. I'm thinking of something else. Never mind what I was about to say. Yeah, it's a good episode. So now, as we find our new place here among the halls of Hogwarts School, we find ourselves in a familiar lecture hall. Except today, it is specifically quite void of any noise, except for the ticking, ticking of a great clock. Tick, tock, tick. All of you sitting in your desks, staring down at the history of magic test that you're currently taking right now. All the little scratching of quills. And everybody, I'm going to be sending you guys a form.
I'm about to crash out.
Sorry. Oh boy. Okay. Sending in Monday nights. Here we are. We're going to go through it together, step by step. Okay? Okay, we're gonna give each question, a 40 seconds. I'll put on a timer. We'll put 45 seconds for each, and we will answer accordingly. Now, these all are things that would have been brought up in History of Magic class, whether you recall them or not. So, got that. Oh, and I need to grab a very special song in the background. Obviously, we can't do this without hot licorice. Sending now. Oh, we have a viewer. Hello, viewer. If you want to do this test with us, be my guest. There you go. It's only 3 minutes long, so I highly recommend right-clicking and looping it. All right, is everybody ready?
I guess so.
And I'll send the music your way. There we go. All right. Question number 1. After you put your name, of course. What invention is Gaspard Shingleton known for? A. The self-stirring cauldron. B. Transmography. Damn it. Transmography and torture. C. The collapsible cauldron. Or D. Flu powder. Go. We'll move forward together. So don't click next early. For our one viewer, whoever it is, I have sent the link to the awesome background music to fill the void in chat. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's do it. Next question. Question number 2. Who ended the reign of Emmerich the Evil? Was it A, Uric the Oddball, B, Merwin the Malicious, C, Herpo the Foul, or D, Egbert the Egregious? Go. I love that this is the first thing we're doing. Get it out of the way.
I do feel bad that Banshee is missing this because I know they would love it. In a way that would cause them to crash out, as I'm currently crashing out.
we gotta give them the test too. Like, I get that you're going to sleep, but you have to complete this test before you go to sleep. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Question number 3. Moving on. During the International Warlock Convention of 1289, why did Sardinian sorcerers wear red? Was it A, because they thought they looked pretty in red? B, due to Saturnalia celebrations? C, in protest of the writ of acceptable attire? Or D, as an act of political sabotage? Go. $20 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, moving on. Question number 4. How many times was Wendolyn the Weird burned and killed at the stake? A, never. B, once. C, thrice. D, over 47 times. Go. If our one viewer answered in Twitch, it'd be like phoning a friend.
I'll take my 50-50, Alex.
Yeah. Right. 10 seconds.
Now, the real Ask the Audience would be adding everyone on the Discord server.
We're doing a poll. All right, that's it for that question. Okay, now we move on to our 2 short answer questions. I'll be giving more time, obviously, for this. So our fifth question, number 5, is name one of the 5 major factors that led to the Goblin uprisings of the 17th century. Go! More time is allotted. 45 seconds. Okay. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, moving on to question number 6, our final question. Should be pretty quick. What is the plural name for Phoenix? Go. All right, 10 seconds. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, click enter. Click enter on those things. We'll see how people did. Okay, I see 5 responses. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, 50-50 here. What is your name? Sebastian, what's yours? Are you having a good day? My day's going pretty good. I'm a bit tired, but that's okay. I think I'm ready for lunch. Oh, Maya. He couldn't write that. And then someone else said, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Should I know who that is?
It's like, honestly, though, it can be between 3 people because I
No, it's
don't.
Brooke.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's
Got her
crazy. That's
Yeah.
right.
All right. Question number 1. What invention is Gaspar Shingleton known for? Everybody got it right except for one person who was so close. Who said the collapsible cauldron?
I was just clicking things, man. I was taking it how Theo would.
That's
Vibes
really
alone.
funny.
Yeah.
The
I
proper
turned my
answer
brain
is
entirely off for that.
the self-stirring cauldron. Yes, not transmogrification torture or flu powder, as we all know. Flu powder. Okay, who ended the reign of Emmerich the Evil? Everybody got it correct except for one person who said Uric the Oddball.
Who would do that?
Okay. The correct answer is Egbert the Egregious. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Uric the Oddball liked to wear jellyfish's hats. So,
No judgments.
no judgments here.
That's
We
why
li-
he's stuck in Thea's head. She was like, he knows
we
fashion.
listen
He
and we
gets it.
don't judge. He gets fashion.
Yeah.
During the International Warlock Convention 1289, why did Sardinia... My voice today. Tip the tongue, the teeth, the lips. Tip the tongue, the teeth, the lips. Sardinian sorcerers wear red. Due to Saturnalia celebrations? I think not. It was in protest of the writ of acceptable attire, of course. All right, all right, all right. I assume that was also Brooke who said Saturnalia celebrations?
No.
I said that
actually
one.
never get this
Oh.
one right. I'm really
I
surprised
wasn't
got
here
it
for
right
that
this
one, I
time.
don't think.
Oh. How many times was Wendell the Weird burned and killed at the stake? Who said over 47 times?
Also me.
You're wrong! Because she was never actually killed.
I remember in my first game when I answered that, I got it wrong, and I put the 47 times because of the like semantics of it, and I got so pissed off about it, I would never be wrong about it again.
Literally, I'm pretty sure I have a perfect score this time, only because the first time I did it, I got every answer wrong, and I crashed out extremely hard, especially at the burn of the stake one.
Yeah.
And at the last one. The last one drove me insane.
I'll have to get to that in a second. I just saw the answers there. Oh my god. Question number 5. Name one of the 5 major factors that led to the Goblin uprisings of the 17th century. Here's some of the answers we got, and I'll tell you if you get the point or not. No Goblin version of Wizard Tinder available. Unfortunately, that is not one of the
There
five.
isn't even a Tinder version of Tinder available currently.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Do I get the points, Alex?
How did somebody give the correct answer nearly verbatim? I'll have to get back to that in a second. There were many reasons for the Goblin uprisings, including the fact taking away wand privileges, which, well, I'll give the point, but they never had wands to begin with, so there was no taking away of.
Okay, well that's
Um,
semantics. That's
mhm.
legitimately
Yeah,
semantics.
so you still get the point.
Give me my
Transphobic
point.
goblins. No. No. And then racism, the economy, the lack of good movies, 9/11, tulip madness. All of which, no.
That's crazy. Who would say that?
Who said? Was that you?
That was me.
Why do you think you got full points then? I don't.
I really thought racism would just,
Yeah,
there.
yeah, totally.
He gave multiple answers, hoping one of them would be right.
The economy. I mean, they're slaves, right?
Who gave? Well, not exactly. Who? Goblins, not house elves. They're,
They all look the same
so
to me.
who gave like the log answer? Who was that?
That was me. That was me. I think it should be
Well,
fairly obvious why I
yeah.
gave the long answer.
Goblin's notion of personal property. In Goblin culture, the creator of an item is the item's sole owner, meaning that any Goblin created items are technically only loaned, even in those the items were created for. After the person's death, the item is meant to be passed back to its creator, which is completely correct. 100%.
Now, that's very interesting to me, because that sounds like an economical issue. That seems like a problem of markets to me.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm sure it does to you. And
What's
then what is the
happening to all of these things that like these people, created for, and like goblins are more long lived than humans are. So
I like how 9/11 was an answer though, even though it was from the 17th century. Okay.
Well, here's the thing, the source of
17.
9/11. I'm glad you asked. The source
Yes.
of 9/11 actually traces back a very long way, right? So you
No.
really have to start with the great game between Great Britain and Russia in Afghanistan to really track
Question
down the
number
original
6.
source.
What is the plural name? Phoenix. And everybody got it correct except for one person. I'm
You didn't
guessing
say
it's
my
Brooke.
answer to the fucking goblin thing.
I don't. Yes, I said all of them. Oh no, I did. Yes, I did. I said all of them.
No, you did not.
What are you talking
No goblin
about?
version of Wizard Tinder available.
No, that's fine.
Transphobic goblins.
Yes.
Yeah, I said that. I
He
said
said that.
He did.
I didn't hear that.
goblins.
Sorry, so.
And then our last one, everyone got correct except for I'm guessing Brooke. Everyone
Probably.
put penises, which is correct, and Brooke put penis. So that's
Got him.
Solidarity of Brock.
Got him.
Everyone who's done that exam and put Phoenix, because Phoenix is the plural of Phoenix.
Is the actual plural of Phoenix? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have to? We have to pull this out again. We have to pull this out.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
mention
no,
it
I
every
get-
time.
It's
I
a
get
third
the idea.
declusion noun in both the nominative and vocative cases.
Oh my fucking god! You are taking Alex. You are going off of the Latin part. It comes from a Greek word originally.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Is
just
it
saying
like
there's a reason.
gear
You're not
or
going to
something?
listen to me because
Also,
you can't
now-
mansplain your way out
Also,
of this.
by the way,
Appendix.
it's not
What's
third
the
declusion. It's third declension. Declusion is the wrong word that you're using. It's
Oh
declension.
shit, Alex.
Oh, is it?
Get him.
took
Get
Latin.
him.
I'm
Get
fucking
him.
tired.
I
Shit.
went to a Catholic school. I did the work.
Oh God.
I also took
You can
Latin.
exercise your ass.
Well, in this universe, penis
Shut the
is
fuck
the
up.
correct answer.
What a
And
cop-out.
with that, we end our history of magic test, which I think everybody's going to get pretty good marks on, other than Thea, which you already have a T in this class, so
Can they make a new grade for me?
yeah, it's called band. I
No,
gave it
it's
one.
T, but
I'll
now
do
it's
it.
T is for Thea instead of troll.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
The scale
terrible.
just gets shifted up because of Thea.
No, someone would say that to bully her. That would be terrible.
Laurent,
got
your
Thea
grade
in arithmancer.
increases. Sebastian, did you get all correct?
Yeah, I did.
That yours increases as well. All right. Okay. Please give your test up at the front. Lay them single file, please, and make your way out of the classroom. Thank you, and have a great day. Everybody, we find ourselves moving off into the halls of Hogwarts as they fill up with students in the interim between classes. Where'd Jess go?
Definitely protesting the last question.
Yeah, obviously. You know, Jess, ever since I gave you StreamYard privileges, you actually show up automatically as the second. I don't have to move you anymore.
Yeah, you should have also maybe warned me about the Twitch thing. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. Just had a little panic moment there.
It's because I'm on Opera again, and it like it does like the negative thing, and like my icon on Twitch is pastel, and so I can't see correctly. So I thought it was my Twitch that was streaming too, and I was like, that's not right. And so I stopped it, and then I realized it wasn't my Twitch; it was actually yours. So then I had to restart it. So.
I'm sure it's fine.
Sorry, guys, if you want to watch this stream again, you're gonna have to. It's 4 minutes in. That's when it starts.
Oh no, 4 minutes. All right, we're going to roll. Let's see what's that. Lance, as you're coming out of the history of magic test, how are you looking?
He's okay. He's not worried too much about this class.
Drusilla comes out behind you and is like clenching her jaw. She's like has her fists balled up as well.
Do you not do so well?
Don't talk to me right now. I'm trying to have a breathing exercise. She's like breathing heavily
Don't
through her
suck all
nose.
the oxygen out of the room.
Coming in from behind you. Holly is coming out.
Well, that was exhilarating.
Only you would say that, Holly.
That was a fairly easy test, I thought. I mean, it was cumulative, so I guess that could be. Some people could find a sticking point with that, but if you take good notes, I don't see why you wouldn't pass.
Just
Lance?
lock eyes with Drusilla.
Lance, hold me back. Hold me back.
I'm glad you did well, Holly.
And coming in from behind there, our next out of classroom, Sebastian. I'm not taking this next year, Wilfred says.
That was so easy. Honestly, I just looked for the right words and then I, did the little circle thing and it went fine.
Well, I imagine that both of us aren't going to be taking History of Magic next year anyway. For different reasons.
Why am I not taking History of Magic next year?
Never mind. I'm sure you did great.
Sebastian,
not
what do you mean the
pass?
right words next to the circle thing?
Well, I mean, I just looked for the words that matched what he said, and then I circled it.
Did he have a key?
Do you have an eidetic memory, Sebastian?
I don't know what that word means.
Oh.
Uh,
That doesn't mean he doesn't have it though, Holly.
why are you making those noises? It's the same thing that Professor Bruce makes when I tell her that I'm gonna go do something, and she's like, "Uh-huh, yeah."
I think she's trying to be supportive. Right?
Oh, I guess that's nice.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have an O in this class.
You have an O.
Pretty sure.
Lance is gonna try and Accio the answer key out of his bag. If he has
Accio.
one.
I mean, if you cast Accio answer key, does anything come flying out?
No.
No.
Well, I guess you were right, Holly.
Maybe. Wilfred, maybe you would do better in this class if you actually showed up with a quill and a parchment
Pillow.
instead of a pillow and a blanket.
No.
Sure.
It's probably something else. Walking into the hallway.
I don't understand.
Laurent and Thea.
I feel like that went really well.
You think so?
I had a really great feeling about some of those answers. I mean, obviously, transphobia would have led to the Goblin uprisings. That's
Yeah, I mean,
apparent.
that makes total sense.
What else would it be?
I thought it was like 9/11, to be honest, but like, you know, I mean, I'm sure they said 1 of 5, so like, you know, you could probably fit a lot of stuff in there.
Really? I would go with the Crusades.
Maybe.
Levi says, Thea, did you just answer off of like vibes?
Well, how do you take your tests?
You know, with notes and memorization?
Why would I do that? That's boring. I close my eyes and then I do spirals until I land, and I go off of that and I draw a picture, and that's my answer.
Reese, coming in from behind, says, I offered to burn down the classroom for her, but for some reason she said no.
I like History of Magic. It's a good sleeping class.
I think Benz would still
Right? Wilfred says. What did you say, Lance?
I think Professor Benz would still take up the tests, even if the class burned down.
Yeah, I don't think he cares. He doesn't seem to care about like anything. It's kind of, honestly, it's aspirational. I just kind of wrote what I remembered. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is right, so I mostly just guessed.
I don't
can't
remember him
imagine.
going over 9/11.
I may have dreamed that.
What's 9/11?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Of course. Yeah, he wouldn't know.
It's a date, Levi says.
It's a very important date in our history. Not our history, but America's.
Yeah, we'll
is
ask
it like
Silas when he gets back.
7-Eleven?
Yeah,
No.
it's a lot like 7-Eleven.
Juniper
It's
talks
not.
about that.
It's really not. Please stop asking about it.
About
Who cares what
7-Eleven?
No, you can ask about 7-Eleven. I guess that's fine.
Cool.
What's 7-Eleven?
Slurpees, Juniper says, coming out of the classroom. I love their Slurpees. The crushed lime is my favorite.
I've always been partial to blue raspberry myself.
I think
What the
Professor
fuck is a
Ben's.
7-Eleven?
Oh, we should all go. Like, I'm sure that there's, I don't know.
There's a
Portuguese
7-Eleven
or something.
everywhere. Maybe it's in like Lower Hogsfield.
We go to Lower Hogsfield and there's a fucking 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven on the corner.
I think there should be one in Diagon.
I don't know if 7-Eleven do exist in the UK, to be perfectly honest. Do they?
We'll
I feel
never
like they
know.
would in the
But there's
Wizarding
no one we
World.
could ask this question.
Right, of course. I must do research on my own then. Obviously.
There's no 7-Eleven in the UK. I'm pretty sure 7-Eleven is only in the
No.
US and Japan.
They're not.
It's possible,
What's the
What's the equivalent of 7-Eleven?
it's equivalent?
Well,
Yeah.
I did stumble
Tesco
across
Express.
Tesco's. Tesco's is Express.
Yeah, we have the Express ones. That's the most
Apparently.
like 7-Eleven.
October 3rd in 2024, a Better Retailing put out an article said exclusive 7-Eleven cancels plans to launch UK stores.
Okay, literally kind of shit in this country. I'm telling you. Hell on earth. I need to get the fuck out of here.
Do you think Professor Benz is the reason why we haven't had a major historian since Bathilda Bagshot?
You know, that might be a good theory. Maybe he just crushes the soul of everyone who enters into this class by making it the most boring thing imaginable so that no one wants to pursue it because no one wants to end up like him.
I'm sure other countries
Holly?
have more historians than we do.
What?
I think that's the strongest opinion I've ever heard from you on a teacher.
I have plenty of strong opinions on teachers.
What do you think about Flitwick?
Flitwick is amazing.
What do you
He does a
think
really
about
good job.
Slughorn?
He's like the closest to my dad that exists like here. Except he's like more like my grandpa.
Uh-huh.
Professor Bruce?
I honestly, I haven't talked to her. I don't need therapy. I'm actually very well adjusted.
About Dildero.
I think that I should have abstained from his question.
Professor Longbottom. He's hot, right?
Long bottom, am I right? Hey!
High five.
Down low. Smack.
He went high five and he went down low, so it's actually like
They got there eventually.
Sebastian smacks his face and he smacks his elbow.
Ow.
Ocean.
I think we should stop asking about actually my opinions on teachers now.
Huh.
Why are you
Okay,
afraid of the
Can you
Huh?
tell Darian to go to Professor Bruce? I think he could really use it.
Can you tell Darian to transfer?
That would also be ideal.
I agree. I can third this. Reese says. Lance, what did you say?
It was nothing, sorry.
He'd do great in Durmstrang.
I am not going to tell him to transfer or to go to Professor Bruce.
Ship it to Americas like the old days.
The
You
old
mean
days.
Australia?
Yeah,
Australia.
ship him to the Americas.
Australia's not one of the Americas, Juniper says.
I don't know. I heard somebody say that once in a movie, and I don't know what it meant, but it sounded cool.
You watch movies? Do you like horror movies? Juniper asks.
I don't know what that is, but I'll watch it.
Oh, I have so much to show you. You can hear the bell ringing again. That's potions. I'll see you guys down there. Juniper heads down. Wilfred's like, hey, we doing that thing today?
Thing?
Tomorrow? I mean, after this week, the group tournament's starting, right?
Oh, that thing.
Lance and I have been preparing poisons for like weeks.
Why would you have like a whole stock full of poisons?
You what?
Just for educational purposes.
Uh-huh.
Like baneberry poisons, fungiface potion,
Bloodroot.
moonseed poison, bloodroot, fatiguing fusion, noxious potion.
Garroting gas.
There's one that even makes you
Uh,
bleed from your eyes, I think.
I'm frightened.
It's in case she gets tired of Darian.
It's not in case I get tired of Darian. You should be lucky I don't get tired of you.
That's
Who is
crazy.
the
My
one?
mom did that.
Wait, what?
Everybody turns and looks at Sebastian.
Is everyone looking at me?
God. Oh my god,
You okay,
Sebastian,
dude?
I'm so sorry.
I just mentioned my mom. That's all I did.
I'm really sorry that you have to deal with that.
Oh, I don't have to deal with it anymore. My mom is in prison.
Oh.
Oh yeah, my
No.
dad.
Okay.
Yeah, she shared a cell with my dad for a while until he died.
It was
Oh.
intergender?
Oh. I think I understand why Bruce talks to you like that now.
Why? What happened?
Oh, so it's a
We
long
have
story.
potions next, I think. Holly, I'll see you
Yeah,
next
we'll walk and talk.
I feel lightheaded.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. I'm gonna go enjoy my other period.
But Lance, if you want to stay back and talk to Sebastian, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So tell me
everyone
what
else heads
happened.
off.
I'm curious. What
Tell me
happened with
what
your
happened.
parents? Yeah.
Want to know why my parents were in prison?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty normal, light conversation, isn't it?
Basically, the word that the Auror said when they were telling me and my sisters, that they were never coming back, was that they were guilty of conspiracy to commit genocide.
Oh, okay, is that it? Just
Yeah.
they were just talking about it. They didn't do anything.
Well,
Mass genocide.
it was more like mass, but then they also like left a lot, and sometimes there was a lot of screaming from like our basement. But
I can see how that could draw some eyes. Yeah.
yeah, it's okay though. I mean, my mom's side of the family took my sisters to France, and they're in school over there, and I stayed here with my uncle, who I'm pretty sure has been trying to ship me off to Durnstring, but I mean, they already kicked me out once, so they're not going to take me back.
Well, I'm glad you ended up here, Sebastian.
Me too. It's pretty great. I made a lot of friends for the first time. I've never had friends before.
That's a lot to unpack, Sebastian. But you know, bring it
Lots to
in.
unpack.
It'll like
What?
hug him on the shoulder.
I don't have any luggage.
It's okay.
I don't have
We're
anything to
friends, right?
unpack.
I would say give Maya inspo, but she already has it.
Yeah.
Every time she plays Sebastian, it's like she embodies the character wholeheartedly.
I'll give an inspo to Lance.
I'll
I'm
take
gonna
But yo,
lose my
everyone
fucking
has
mind.
it. Everyone has an inspiration.
Go a
He
second
has
inspo.
two. Yes.
What?
He has two.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
You have 2 inspirations.
Why?
Okay. Because you are a great role player, and I like
I
to
don't think I
appreciate you
do.
sometimes.
No, you earned it last session when you caused Flitwick to have a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Okay, next is potions, and super simple. Everyone gets to pick 1 potion to make.
Excellent. I love potions.
Oh, that reminds me, I have to roll my potion for.
Alex,
of the
did you
session.
read the thing I have in the hidden?
Probably not. Right. Yes,
That's
I
not
did,
the right
and I
character.
have been very busy, so I'll try
Okay.
to get it now.
Let's see. What do we need for the fucking thing? The poison. I'm probably just gonna do like a mixture of fatiguing.
Sorry,
That's
I gave myself a heart attack. I gave myself a fucking heart attack just now.
When did I get so good at motions?
Was really fucking confused.
Um,
Do you need to make the fatiguing thing?
I have a superior fatigue fusion. I was gonna add doxicide
Yes.
to this.
What does Drusilla's thing do for these checks, by the way?
You just get an extra dose of it. So
Okay.
instead of 1 potion, you get 2.
I have mine.
Sure.
See.
Just 1 second.
Okay.
So, Lance, while you're at class, Professor Slughorn comes by you. Mr. Robert, I almost forgot. I found this. I think it might help you on your current issue, he says with a nod. And he hands you a book. Give it a gander. Might find something useful. And there's the answer contained within.
Right. Okay.
Anyway. Thea.
I got a dirty 20 on an aging potion.
All right, that is a exceptional aging potion. Which gives extra D10 for number of years.
Woohoo!
Okay.
I am ready.
Laurent.
I got a 12 for a fire protection potion.
That is a regular fire protection potion. And your grade increases from a T to a D!
What's all
Yay!
that?
Okay. Just looking for Lance, Sebastian, and Holly.
Lance got a 25 for garroting.
Okay. It's exceptional garroting gas.
Get
2 of them. Mm-hmm. Wait, let's double check the wording on that. Make sure it's not like out of class or something like that. Drusilla. Nope. It's flat. Gain 1 extra dose whenever you brew a potion. So yeah.
Sweet.
Holly.
I got a. I'm so sorry, Maya. I got a 38 for a doxicide.
If only you had an extra D4.
If only.
If only.
But I am in a different. I'm in the upper year class, so I don't
you're not
have
even here.
access to Sebastian, who I'm assuming is too busy having a crisis anyway.
Okay, so that's exceptional You say doxicide?
38 is an exceptional, not a superior?
No, 40.
That you rolled it
For a
as
common
30.
Am I
potion?
wrong?
No, it's 30 for superior.
Yeah.
It's only
Oh,
40 like
am I wrong? Sorry, I must be
Yeah.
off. Sorry. Yeah, that's a superior then.
30 is the threshold for superiors usually.
You're right.
I have mine.
Yes,
I got
Sebastian.
a 9 on a Quran cast. I'm fine.
Okay, well, Wilfred will give you a D4 there, bud.
Yeah.
Dude, just like add some of this, makes the potion thicker. Professor Slughorn always likes thicker potions for some reason. He grades you higher.
Got it. Add thickness.
It's like a packet of gelatin.
Well, apparently it worked. I got a 4 on the D4.
Fuck yeah! You get to keep your A. And that would be technically a regular garroting gas.
I'm gonna throw this at somebody.
I feel like Logan from nearby looks over at Wilfred, like helping you out and talking to you, and like gets a little annoyed.
Mister, I'm not ready for anything yet.
All right, that's potions class. Okay. Thea and Laurent, you guys may do one reading or one spell from divinations. Oh, Lance is in here too.
Yeah, he's in there too.
Yeah. You have a T, but
Yeah, he's trying.
By reading, do you mean a mechanical reading or like trying to get a little sneak peek at the future
either or.
via orb? Okay.
I have mine.
Alrighty, Laurent.
I attempted Specialis Revelio, and I succeeded with a 17.
You'll keep your E then. Specialis Revelio is very useful to have.
Yep, I'm gonna be the greatest ghost detective ever.
I'd watch that show. Greatest
Lance
ghost
also-
detective.
He got an 11 on Specialist Revelio.
It's a level 1 spell, is it?
Sneaking by. Yep. It's a
Oh,
success.
just barely. Well, you now have a D. I feel like Trelawney hates you. Just for some reason.
What
You know,
did
she's
she
just
have
like
before?
abnormally mean to Lance for seemingly no reason.
Oh, yeah, like Hermione. Like
Yeah.
I'm just here for the credits. I'll be gone next semester.
She doesn't
Professor.
like know-it-alls. Well, unfortunately, not everything can be found in a book, can it, Mr. Roberts? You'd be like, what?
Well, the way to practice the spells can be, fortunately.
See me after class. And your grade does increase to a D. Okay. Thea.
I'm overthinking and being insane over this. Give me a second.
All right. Well, we have a few little things anyway, so I can kind of move on and come back. Arithmancy. It looks like, yeah, we have Holly and Lance. You guys will get to do 2 spells with intelligence.
Oof. I'll use an inspiration for this.
I will also use an inspo for that. That's not gonna work.
Do you want my subscriber?
Do you want to go tradesies?
Sure.
I'll go tradesies.
I might not need it for this, but we'll see.
But I would appreciate it. It gets lower. It's fine. We're fine.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
All right, Holly, get it to me straight.
15 for Avis and a 29 for Orbis.
I'm very disappointed, Miss Honeywood. Very disappointed. It's an E. Lance?
Lance got a 13 on Avis and a 17 on Episky.
You have an
Wait,
A
how
now.
many classes do I have an E in?
1.
Oh.
Is this going down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thea, back to you.
I was gonna try to do something useful, but I cannot think of anything to do that is useful, so I'm going to just try appoint me.
Sure.
$22.
Heck yeah.
You
Okay.
could have looked up maybe like gotten a hint of the rounds because we want to do like the poison thing.
Yeah. Can I use like crystal ball to do that?
Crystal ball probably wouldn't be.
To see who
I
goes
think
by
about
when.
the best. It's better to use that if we have like a concrete idea of like where we're going, what we're doing, so that you know where you're trying to view to. I'll definitely give you the opportunity to do it as we continue with the story.
I just wanted
Okay.
to give like a suggestion. Sorry if that was like too presumptive. I didn't want to be like, "Hey, you should do this." I just like thought I'd give a suggestion.
Mhm.
So if you didn't like that, Brooke, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump in or anything.
I am good. I am chilling.
I like to think like you are doing. You've completed some of your spells for the day and whatnot. You figure out that point me can be used to find objects and things, which is really useful. Especially to someone who's blind. And you use these stones to augur the coming weather. You do them for a while. And you hold on to 2 of them, touch them together, click them 3 times, and then you feel this like hum. Sometimes they get hot, sometimes they get cold, sometimes they hum, and when they hum, lightning. It's gonna be a storm.
Fuck yeah.
Our scene transitions forward. Later in the day, we can start to hear the little tippy taps of rain hitting the glass of any room that we're in. It gets louder and louder and more percussive. Dinner time is happening for most. But for all you, you all are meeting. We find one another in a small alcove on the second floor of the quad. Maybe in the second floor girls' bathroom. I think it was in here, Wilfred says. Levi! Levi, is this the bathroom? I don't know, man. I don't have a good layout of the school. Ask Sebastian. Weirdly, he's like figured it out in only half a semester.
What did I figure out?
You have a good sense of direction?
Oh yeah, I did what Thea taught me. I lick my finger and then I wait for the wind.
Well, is this the bath? Get the fuck inside and shut the fuck up, Drusilla's saying. Because of being way too loud in the hallway. She pulls everybody inside. And where Holly, Thea, and Lance, and Laurent, oh well, Laurent was probably coming with you guys, are already there.
I think we need a better hangout spot.
Well, I was gonna suggest the potion store cupboard, but it was getting kind of cramped. And also, Quintilius finally asked for the key back.
What the hell is he doing in there?
I mean, he's the cap, like the the head of the potions club. I asked for the key originally, and then he was gonna ask for it back, and then asked me out, and then got embarrassed, and then ran away, and then said someone
knew
else.
it. I fucking knew he only gave you the key because he was interested in you.
I don't know. He was just kind of. I just asked nicely, and I didn't know. He's not really my
Holly
type
just
anyway.
attracts nerds. He's not your type? And Colin is?
Yes. Quintilius and Colin are two completely different people.
Drusilla looks at the, even though she can't see it.
Okay.
Holly, I think you need to pick your head up. I don't know.
What are you talking about? Aren't you dating like 3 people?
Yeah, but none of them are Darian.
Who's the third? Wilfred says.
I don't know.
Yeah, but one of them's Logan, right?
We're not dating. Not dating. Nope.
Okay, well maybe you should ask him what he did to poor Billy second year.
Was this first semester or second semester?
What did you do to Billy?
First semester, I think.
Oh, well then I have no idea what happened.
Or Ernisia. Or
This doesn't
Or
detract
Juniper.
from. This does not detract from the fact that Darian sucks.
I would like to point out that we're talking about my boyfriend.
Have any of you guys seen Laurent? Levi asked.
Laurent.
Check
Probably
the walls.
floating around somewhere.
Maybe you
I'll
got
step
stuck
out of
in
the
a wall.
wall.
See?
Oh yeah, I was
Check
right.
the wall.
You guys said my name enough times to summon me.
Oh.
like
Finally show up.
Beetlejuice.
I was right. He got stuck in a wall.
I've never been stuck anywhere. Okay, I have complete control over my body.
Of course, Levi says. I'm just happy you actually came up. Didn't get all wandery like you sometimes do.
You know, God forbid I have whimsy in my heart. You know, I want to explore the castle.
He gets a wanderlust sometimes, and I can't find him for like a whole day.
Have you ever been abducted by Peeves, Laurent?
No.
Are you sure? I saw him like carry you off one time.
Not true. How would
Okay.
you have seen anything? First of all, can we just
I can
stop her
turn
right
my
there?
eyes on.
We can turn our eyes on and off.
There's a distant sound of thunder outside, but you don't see any flash. That like low rumble that almost shakes the room you're in.
There's going to be lightning tonight. It's going to make for good sleep.
Professor Milne's weekend camping trip is going to get really interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if they did waterproof tents.
Knock, knock. Colin and Darian come in. That was Darian who said that.
Do not come in.
He says knock knock.
Do you want me to bar the door?
Right? He's just
That's
slimy.
a red flag.
Is somebody going to the bathroom or something?
See, do you want me to
All
bar
of
the
us.
door?
Can't you see?
I'll do
Get
it.
ready to hit him when he walks in.
Okay.
Can you, guys, please be nice?
Colin walks in first. Sebastian, what do you do?
Sebastian is like goes to swing and is like, wait, is this the... do we like this one?
So what do I do to you? Colin says.
He's
I'm
fine,
kind of
I
indifferent
guess.
towards him.
Yeah,
Okay, you can come in. Move past.
I'm ambivalent towards Colin.
Well, that's better than last semester. He's gonna take his jacket, flick it, walk in. Darian comes in from behind, ready for a fight.
Well, now he's
Passion?
expecting it.
Yeah.
Expect the unexpected.
Can I expect you to
Watch
kill
out behind
yourself?
you.
Only if it's poetic enough.
Ew.
Gross.
Oh, I saw you. I see you took my advice. That's good. I told him that if he really wanted you to stop saying things to him, he should just lean into whatever you were going to say to him.
You're gonna die at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday night in 2024. It will be because of COVID. You will feel like you're suffocating. You will not be able to get out of bed. You will not be
COVID
able to breathe
2024.
without assistance at a muggle hospital. You will die with no one around you.
Did Thea just say that a bird was gonna suffocate me to death?
Yeah, she's probably right too. She's usually right about these things.
No,
What's
she's
COVID?
not.
I don't think
Yeah,
she
what
said
the fuck's going
Corvid.
Corvid. Whatever. I know she's just trying to psych me out.
Your bedpan will be full when you die
Why would I even be in a muggle hospital?
because no one cares about you enough to put you in St. Mungo's.
Can we stop, please? And I mean that especially at you, Thea.
I'm stopping. I'm stopping.
Stop.
All
Before
I did
I
was
say
walk
something
in.
about someone that you will regret.
You hear like a flush, and walking out of one of the stalls is Reese. Hey, bro. And he walks
That's a
by, he just
two.
washes his hands. You know, in the background of all this.
That sounded like a two-flusher, Reese. You should go back.
In my defense, you called me here during dinner. I'm hungry.
I mean, if you want to.
What is he suggesting?
That Lance goes and flushes a second time.
I thought he was talking to Sebastian.
No,
I was like really concerned.
What did Sebastian say again?
Sebastian said in my defense, you called me here during dinner. I'm really hungry.
That would
Just
be
leave.
weird. Point to the stall wall if you're hungry. It's disgusting. And Yeah. And he like wipes his hands on his pants for a second. So, what are we doing tonight? Who called this meeting? I think it was Laurent. Laurent doesn't call any meetings, Levi says back.
I did. Unless, Laurent, you also called a meeting down here. And that's...
No, I don't even know why I was invited to this meeting, to be honest. But I'm open to listening and learning. Are we planning a surprise party? Who's it for?
We didn't forget Wilfred's birthday a second time, right?
Oh, that'd be really bad if we did that.
Out of character, is this meeting regarding the animagus or the poisoning?
Why not both?
Well, I was gonna say that if it's regarding the poisoning and we're planning to do it tonight, it is a dinner, so we're probably gonna wanna.
True. It is dinner, so we might have to wait about that. It is storming though, so animagus.
Yarp.
When lightning strikes, it's the best time to pick up the potion. Logan says, walking in from the hallway. He closes the door behind him.
Is there anyone in this school not invited to this meeting? Like,
Well, Silas and Gigi have dragon pox, so
I thought they had mono.
no, I don't think they've been kissing anyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Certainly
they
not
don't
themselves.
get any maidens.
So, yeah.
You think Taylor fucks? Come on. Sorry, never mind.
Surely
Yeah, so everyone here is I think they're just waiting like on a couple people and that'll be it.
Rin said to start without her. Wilfred says.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm worried about that. Does she even know how to do? Does she even know the spell?
But why are we here? Wilfred says.
animagus.
Animagus.
Shit. Yeah, she was doing cookies with Macy. I'm sure she'll be done soon. You know, I'll be right back. Wilfred takes a breakneck run through the hallway.
He's really
Can
fast.
I insight him as he's running away to see if he's gonna narc?
See if he what?
If he's gonna narc on us.
Wilfred? There's no insight check needed there. Of course he's not going to narc on you guys. Wilfred? No.
Alpha Puffs don't
Can't
narc.
be too careful.
Yeah. You don't mess with Big Huff. Your meeting?
I feel like there's an actual like awkward pause. And Sebastian like stands up and says, "All right, well, my name is Sebastian, and I used to be addicted to crayons. I am
Hi, Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Hmm?
Sebastian. This is an Animagus meeting, not an AA meeting.
but they're the same letters."
Also, crayons would be Narcotics Anonymous.
Oh,
What do they put in crayons? Colin says.
you want to find out?
No, he doesn't.
I
No, you
kind
don't.
of do.
No, they're just crayons. They're just normal crayons. That's
Only
it.
losers don't do crayons.
He's eating wax.
It's true.
He's eating colored wax.
Colin, you want to try crayons so bad.
Darian says, yeah, I was into crayons when I was young too. Switched to smoking. It's hotter.
Sebastian is going to take the crayons out of his jacket and flush them down the toilet.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I
Wow,
suddenly don't need this.
So about cigarettes. Oh,
What, you want one?
yeah, kinda, yeah.
He pulls out
Like fucking Newports.
his carton, yeah. Hands one to you.
I can't believe that's the group thing is chain smoking.
Theon and Darian bond over fucking cigarettes.
He'll
Can't they just hand these up to kids in the
Can you
Netherlands?
stop? Can we? No, we don't smoke in the bathroom. We have to do this potion.
Incendio Glacier.
Fine.
Oh. Puts it out.
Do you have other drugs?
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
Rin
have other
says,
drugs.
running in from the side.
I get them from my aunt.
My mother told me about this. Why are we talking about drugs? Wilfred says, having come back.
We aren't talking about drugs.
Dan's a drug dealer.
Holly, what were you saying?
Sorry,
I wasn't, but yeah. So I dug up the potions already. They should be here. All of them are present and accounted for. All of them are blood red as per what the book said. We have to recite the incantation, holding the wand to our heart, and drink the potion. And hopefully that changes us. And we haven't egregiously messed up and get turned into an animal forever, or partially turned into an animal, or
So now is the time, Logan says. If anybody took the mandrake leaf out of their mouth during that whole month, even one time it came out and slipped out, you thought you could just put it right back in. If that happened to you, now is the time to put your hand up. No? Okay. You know, on your own head be it if you did. And Holly, you know that pronunciation is incredibly important with this, right?
Yes.
It's a bit of a tongue twister, so.
Yeah. This is using the laws of transfiguration. It's based in transfiguration magic. So if anyone has if anyone needs clarity on that, just be clear. It's a little bit of a longer incantation than what we're normally used to, but
we'll have to say it multiple times. It's a sort of chant. We'll have to use it until the spell takes effect. We cannot stop once we've started.
Yeah. And no, it doesn't really work to picture the animal you want in your head. It's better to just focus on the spell itself. From what I hear, the animal is entirely random.
Yeah, you won't get a choice in what your animagus becomes. Usually some people luck out, other people end up as, well, pigeons.
Or penguins.
Or penguins.
Or Highland cows.
Or Highland cows.
Logan cracks a smile.
Just, I guess, for clarity, Holly will reach up and, like, with flagrate, she'll write the incantation in the air. Amato, animo, animato, animagus. Does that look clear to everyone?
Everyone got that? Let's say it all together on 3 as a practice. 3, 1, 2, 3. Amato, Animo,
Animo.
and I'm only hearing Holly here. Come on, guys. I'll do
I'm
it on
not
the
saying
night.
that.
You
I'll do
have
it on the
to.
night, Darian says.
The night,
forgot
it's
to
right
write that
now.
down.
Right now is the night. The night is now. Now is the night you have to say it. You need to practice.
The night is now.
Gosh, it's like
I don't
no
know,
one
it's
takes
kind of
anything
cringe.
seriously.
Yeah, it's like all like the same word, just like jumbled up every time. We're gonna cut to Holly handing out all the potions to everybody.
Fucking Kamala. Kamala would love Holly.
Laurent, I'm not certain that this is gonna work. Actually, wait. He's a good. He knows Transfiguration very well. So he'll say, Laurent, there is actually a high chance that this is gonna work. If you want to participate.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what's the worst that'll happen? I'll die.
Well, it actually transfigures the soul, just a small part of it. So should be able to work.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, you end up in the ghostly form of like a fish. Permanently.
Not the ghostly form, Sebastian.
Hmm?
The cursed form.
Is there a difference?
Oh, Sebastian. Seriously though, if you're scared, we don't have to. Okay.
No, I'm cool with it. I didn't keep that leaf in my mouth for that amount of time just to back out now,
All right. Okay. Bottoms up. Colin raises his as well with Darian. Sure. Rin's like, this is gonna taste really bad.
Well, it has our spit in it, and it's been kind of fermenting for a month.
I don't want to do
and
it.
it's got you have to. It literally, you have to.
But
otherwise, you just kept leaf in your mouth for a month for no reason.
She's got a point, Wilfred says.
You could turn into a cute fuzzy animal.
You think I'll be a cute animal? She says to Holly.
Knowing you, probably.
Okay, well, it's random, Logan says.
Damn, he hates her. He hates to see a woman happy.
No, he just hates himself. Okay, Reese.
I
holds
have
on
a
to
shot
his.
same if we want.
You have a bunch of shot glasses?
Yeah.
Are we doing chasers
No.
with this?
I think it'd be more fun and it'd make sure everyone doesn't back out.
We're not gonna salt and lime the animagus potion.
Well, no, it's just a saying. It's just a saying. It's like a little
No.
chant.
I mean, it couldn't change the potion. It's not a magical ingredient, Colin says.
Right. No, it's not. It's not a magical incantation. It's just a funny little saying.
I mean, yes, it could. Pearl dust isn't necessarily magical, but we use that all the time.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Now, Thea, I imagine Thea has a large selection of novelty shot glasses that either say things or look different.
I get this one from Coney Island. I stole this one from my aunt.
I stole this one from my aunt. I also stole this one from my aunt.
Actually, all of them are stolen from your aunt. It's just that she's been different places.
Mm-hmm.
Or people have been gifting her shot glasses for years.
It was before the nervous breakdown of 83.
Not the nervous breakdown of 83.
Okay. So I'm going to just like say what everybody gets. Holly, you get a shot glass that is in the shape of a leprechaun's hat that says "We're all drunk down here," instead of like the Mad Hatter. Anyway, and then
this might be really offensive.
Thea, you get your shot glass, which has Dare. You know, like DARE is on the side.
Oh yeah.
Dare to resist drunk driving. Sebastian, you get one that has a little
Sebastian
rubber ducky.
Because
Right.
he's already, yeah.
No, he's taking a shot on the side to feel included.
Yeah. I'd like the one that looks like a dick, though. So, look at that one.
Lance, you get one that looks like a tiny toilet.
I think that's fitting for him here.
And Laurent, you get the one that is formed to have like a set of boobs that has like the American flag as a bikini over it.
Cool.
Silas would have gotten that one if he were here.
If only.
It's a shame.
If only.
He has to wait for the next lightning
Let's
storm.
wash it. Wash it for him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. To the future, Wilfred says.
To hopefully not dying.
To one flushers.
And everybody cocks that back. And it is terrible. It tastes like electricity running through a dandelion. There's a distinct taste of like bug guts, and the oil from an oil spill all wrapped up into one. Terrible. Ugh.
So it's like Sambuca.
Exactly. Everybody carries that down, tries desperately not to have it come up, and then Logan is like, all right, everybody, come on. It's right there. Read it off if you have to. Amato, Animo, and Amato, Animagus, just like we did. All right, everybody, you have to say it. 3.
Can we get it written down? I have a horrible hearing.
Amato, Animo, Animato, Animagus. Remember, once you start doing it, you cannot stop. Okay, I'm throwing up. Wand to hearts, people. Wand to hearts. There you go. I put it in.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1, go.
Amato, Animo,
Animo,
Animato,
Animagus.
Animagus.
Again.
Amato, Animo, Animato, Animagus.
Like, you got us to say it the one time. That's our contractual obligation.
Yeah.
We fulfilled it.
Yeah, fuck
I said it in my head.
Oh boy. Everybody can go ahead and make me a transfiguration plus strength check. Add advantage.
Because
Plus strength, that's crazy work.
Plus strength.
I mean, that's how it is usually. So
I know.
So what do I click for that?
You don't click anything. You have to do it manually.
Okay.
Ooh.
Remember that your transfiguration modifier is not the big box under your transfiguration icon on the website. That big box is already transfiguration plus strength put together.
What's the DC for this?
Not that low.
Brooke, you already rolled.
I know I did. But I only got a 16.
That's fine. You're good.
Oh, really? Okay.
I need help.
Give me one moment. You can take a portent. It would give you an 11 on the die.
I think that'll work because that'll be an
Yeah.
18.
Yep.
Thank you.
Ryan, Rin will give you a D4.
Okay.
So,
That's not good.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
yeah, I would too.
16.
Works.
Yay.
There's another check we have to make after this, right?
Vito, is there another check we have to make after this? Vito, take my subscriber.
Thank you.
What's
I
the
don't
worst
know.
thing
I
that can
think
happen to a
we
soul?
might see a ghost.
Jesus
Alex,
Christ.
Alex, is there another check after this?
No.
Okay, take my nat 20 portent.
Thank you.
Oh shit. That's
Word.
cool. Is that everybody? Yeah, because Sebastian doesn't have to roll.
Yes. Yes, Sebastian is helping us. He's
Mhm.
advising us. He's yelling at us like Gordon Ramsay.
No, that's Logan. Sebastian is more taking this like a meditation ritual. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel
Like,
the
drink.
animagus in your soul. Center yourself as one.
I liked that. So you hold the tips of your wands toward your heart. Close your eyes, chant this as best you can. Come on, come on. Try not to fuck it up. You feel glow coming over it, a warmth that radiates through you, transfiguring, as Levi said, the soul. Things change. You feel it in your bones creaking. You feel it like your muscles shifting on top of the bone, your skin turning and changing. And then there is a sudden shift. And we all find ourselves whipping into a new form, forming into our greater selves. Let's go random to see who goes. Ollie, tell us what happens for you.
Holly like shifts down. I like to think that the prosthetic that she has, because it is imbued with runes, might shift with her. Possibly. I don't know.
Mhm.
That or like there's just gonna be a missing leg situation that's happening here. But she shifts down into a slightly smaller four-legged creature with like very long spindly legs. Let me
Do you have a picture?
I do. I've got like a few. Let's see. Oh shit!
Oh, I got new music, I guess.
She shifts into hold on, let me the form of a deer.
Mm.
A little white-tailed deer.
Oh,
A doe.
ears.
Ears. Actually, I
Big
think that
ears.
would be a mule deer, but yeah.
That's definitely a mule deer, but
They're cute,
yes.
though. Got big ears.
you kind of like stand there, shake your ears off a little bit, and the whole. You ever see a deer do that where like they shake and like the front of their body shakes first, and then it kind of like ripples down throughout the back toward the hind. The tail gives a little shake as well, and you're out. Okay, let's see who's next. And we'll say who you look over and see is Thea.
Thea also drops down, but into a significantly smaller form. It is about the size of one's palm, and if not a bit larger, with points to it, a kind of see-through sea glass green color with various spots on it to mimic eyes. She turns into a Luna moth.
Cute.
Your wings flutter, making sure that you don't fall. Automatically, there's a sort of innate sense that you have that keeps you aloft, keeps you from touching the ground. You feel this odd sensation go through you as your antennae find little electrical impulses in the air. You can feel slight changes in current, and the scales of your wings shimmer in the light of a lightning strike outside.
I think once she does get the hang of her wings and she's not wobbling on them, she will go and rest on Holly's nose.
Ah. No, you're not in this episode.
No.
Yeah, I just kind of like the.
Yeah. She'll just kind of sit there on Holly's nose.
Do you say anything?
Oh, yeah. It's like telepathic, isn't it?
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
You look adorable.
Thea?
Hi.
How'd you get that small?
I don't know. How'd you get that big?
I'm big.
Why do you have 4 legs?
Sebastian, you have changed into your animagus form to enjoy this little moment with them. And I rolled your number, so you can see Holly and Thea have changed.
Sebastian, can you hear us?
Maya, are you here?
Sebastian like turns.
Long neck.
You guys are even smaller than before.
You weren't small before.
You were.
Fucking ostrich. Sweet.
I hate it.
I forgot for 2 seconds. Like
She's
I was
a
like,
dire
so
ostrich too. She's big.
She's
really
big.
big. The neck has to like crane down toward you, you know?
Mhm.
You guys look adorable.
Well, thank you.
You look intimidating.
Hot.
Okay.
And our next person is Lance. You find your transformation coming, and it happens. The power flowing through you, moving all of the aspects of your body and recongregating them into your new form. What is it? Talk to us about it. What
You see
happens?
Lance shrink in size to about 6 inches tall, and a beak pokes forward, feathers burst out, morphing from like this grayish color into white, blues, and then like this almost like luminescent greenish color as he turns into magpie.
Oh,
Ooh.
I love
I love
magpies.
magpies. They're such cool birds.
Did you know that they have a long history of like people hating them and thinking they're like a bad omen and stuff and ragging on them and saying that they carry disease and stuff, but it's so not true.
I
But
did not.
people from other parts of the world, when they first saw magpies, were like, these are nearly tropical looking birds out here in the middle of North America. Like, they're amazing. And but the people in America was like, fucking hate magpies. If I'm not mistaken, I think magpies also their nests have roofs. I have to double check that.
They also attack people in
Magpie.
Australia.
Yeah, they do. They
Magpie.
do dive bomb people. They do get very territorial about their nests.
Yeah, their nests, yes, because I've seen them down in the coulees before. Magpie nests often are very large, and they make roofs. They make domes that they live in. Sorry, little.
Check out my new crib in the
Flight
Ravenclaw
gang.
Tower.
What?
Wow, light gang.
What?
Light gang.
Whoa!
Look at this
Oh my
flightless bird
gosh.
down here.
Yeah, fucking flightless bird and deer, loser.
Useless wings, am I right?
Wow.
Tia?
So pretty.
hmm
I love the images that you selected because they really show the iridescence of their wings.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Really pretty.
So you appear fluttering for a second. Your form is a little bit heavier and requires a little bit more skill to fly. So I'm going to have you make me an acrobatics check.
Sure. Is that my acrobatics?
Well, I guess technically it would be the evasion and Amagus acrobatics.
What's that one?
You can find it in the Wands of Wizards guide type thing. Let me see if I can get that pulled up. If I'm not mistaken, it's like, and of course, GM Binder will not listen to me. Okay, well, I give up trying to open that. There we go. Well, let's open the PDF that I have. That would have been easier.
Evasion would be a plus
Plus 3, I think.
Yeah. $11.
11. Okay. So you kind of like flutter there for a second. We see the magpie like fall out of the camera shot and then immediately start to flutter back up into the air. You shoot around the room for a second and return over with Holly, Thea, and Sebastian.
Well, this is a new experience.
Oh my gosh, you can fly too!
I'm so lucky I got a bird that can fly.
Don't be mean.
I'm
You
just
were
poking
literally
fun.
just being mean.
That's different. Don't worry about that.
Nearby, you can hear, "Ew! What the heck is this?" Where Levi once stood. You look
It's
down
lovely.
to see some kind of octopus, but it does have like a head and like little hands. He's a Grindylow. Ah!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Levi. Oh.
Billy's gonna kidnap you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. oh my god, he's choking. I don't have hands. I don't have hands. Someone kick him into the. I'll kick him into the sink. Don't worry. And she like
No, choose the toilet.
backs up and like tries to launch him with her back leg into the sink.
I got it. I got it.
She kicks him into the sink. She like turns up and like donkey kicks him like straight up, or like tries to scoop him up with her leg, and then like takes one of her little things and like turns on the faucet.
Your hooves.
Hooves, the tiny little hooves.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can hang out in the Black Lake? I don't know. It's random. I told you. A penguin waddles over. An emperor penguin. It's an emperor penguin.
Maya, why does that look like a 90s rap video? Like the fishbowl camera?
Oscar, what? The Electric City.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll
it
fix
just needs that fuck ass bathroom where it looks like you're inside a cheese grater and you'd be solid.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Exactly.
Here, I'll fix it. There you go.
Why do you have so many uploaded?
You have a lot. Oh my gosh, where's Laurent? Laurent? And Laurent, what happens to you?
Simple as the hedgehog. It's the cutest animal on planet Earth. Undeniable.
Oh
We
my
can
god,
see-
that's adorable.
Floating there like it's zero gravity. Little nose. Little hedgehog. Little spectral hedgehog.
Aww.
You can certainly confuse a lot more people now.
Laurent is just gonna like float around a little bit, just like do some spins.
Can I fly through him?
Yeah, you can. There's a little sparkle that comes out when you do it. All right. Let's go down the list. Let's see what everyone else has who's all here, because a lot of people. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna have to wait. Drusilla is a bat. Obviously.
Love
A vampire bat, specifically. So she's like flying around, woohoo! Screaming out. She flutters around and then slams into something. Oh.
It's too bright outside.
It's actually that there was a study that was done on bats and echolocation, and they're really not good at it. They have it. They bump into each other and into shit all the time. Okay. Next is Wilfred, who on the ground goes, I guess this could be useful. He is a weasel.
Yeah, but what's his animagus phone?
Ito, you gotta get a picture of a hedgehog
to me.
for your.
But I'm so lazy. All right. I can't because I would have to log into StreamYard, and I'm just not doing that.
Wilfred's gonna jump up and try to grab you, Lance.
Oh, flat.
That's a failure. He jumps up and like you're up here, and he goes, hits the ground. Tries again.
Just let him wear himself out.
Yeah, he'll sleep well tonight.
When he comes back down, he is caught by Rin. Hi, she says. I'm cuddly, she says, really happy. She is a red panda. These are like my favorite animal. Okay, one of them.
Yeah, I told you. I told you you'd end up being something cute.
Woo! She's gonna throw it up into the air. Catch him when he comes back down. Sebastian! Sebastian, look!
You are the cutest thing. He's gonna like crane his neck down and like pick her up and then put
She's
her on
gonna
his
climb
back.
on.
Yeah. I'll
She's
pick up
gonna kind
Wolf
of
or two.
koala bear, you know?
Mm.
Wilford will like climb up your leg and then through the feathers.
Mm.
Okay. Thea. That's when you can hear one animagus for wait, no, I need to do Colin and Darian. Jess, did you have something? Just want to double check.
No, not in mind as long as it's not stupid.
As long as it's not stupid.
Yeah,
I mean,
I kind of
everybody
imagined you were
gets
gonna wait
something.
until the last minute.
Okay. Colin. We see him on the ground. This is unbecoming. He is a rhino beetle.
Shout out to Blue Lock.
Who?
In the show Blue Lock, there is a character who's constantly compared to a rhino beetle. I'm taking this. This is a win for me.
I feel so heavy. He says. And nearby something swats at Colin. Oh, you can roll. And it's Darian, who is a like a what are they called? The intelligent cats.
A Kneasel?
A
Measle?
Kneasel. He's a Kneasel. He's like a purple Kneasel. Stop it, Darian! Darian, stop! And then Colin's wings like unfurl, and then he starts to fly up into the air. Whoa!
Flying gang. Welcome to the club, Colin.
Lightning.
Nearby, Thea, you hear a grunt. Oh, guys, I don't think it worked. A wand clatters to the ground. Reese stumbles off to the side, hitting onto one of the sinks in the middle here, leaning his whole weight onto it. I feel weird.
She is immediately turning back human, going over to him. Are you all right? Do you want me to take you to the hospital wing?
You put your hand over his shoulder. You can see his shoulder growing and fur starting to pull out from the inside of his shirt.
Okay, I think something's happening. You just gotta calm down.
Takes a deep breath.
Does he take wolfsbane?
No, he's not a werewolf.
Well, that's something that Holly would ask
Mm-hmm.
out loud.
And I'm giving that information to Thea.
No, not really. What kind of check would it be to figure out what the fuck's going wrong?
Oh, you I think that it's happening so quickly that a check isn't going to be needed in about 3 seconds. You can see his body beginning to malform and change. Your worry grows within you, and then you can hear a high-pitched roar and a howl. And standing in front of you all is a dark, deep black furred werewolf. No
Lance will
reaction?
fly up even higher.
Reese, I think this is your animagus form.
He like shakes his head a few times like a dog.
Thea,
Are you feeling all
I
right?
think you need to back away. Oh, she can't hear me.
Yeah, she's in
Holly
her
like
normal
goes up and
form.
like grabs at her shirt and starts pulling her back.
She is going to pull her arm away and kind of reach out to put a hand on Reese's shoulder again. Are you all right?
I'm better than all right. I feel strong. He says,
Okay.
and Holly can hear him, but Thea can't. Instead, Thea, you hear him grunting.
Don't look in the mirror just yet. I think this is your animagus form.
Bro, are you okay? I feel a little sick, but I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm in control. That's dope.
Reese, I want to
It's-
apologize. I was totally gonna take a poop on you while you sleep, but now I regret thinking that.
Well, of course you regret it now that he can throw you across the room. I should have done this ages ago. Wolf, he says.
Holly will like kind of like stamp her feet at Thea, like try to, I don't know, Morse code. Like, you're fine. You can come back.
You know,
Magpies can mimic
I
sound.
think Reese is gonna look down toward Thea and put a hand over and like give her like a little pet on the head.
She'll turn back into a moth at that and settle on his hand.
Hey Thea.
You look great.
Yeah.
Really
I-
fucking cool.
I guess lycanthropes they just get their form. For me, I wasn't sure. I'm only just mildly infected.
Are you all right with that? Do you feel okay?
Yeah. I mean, how many people get to say that they are able to control their werewolf form? Now I actually even have one. That's cool.
Holly, he's like the ones from that movie you showed me, Twilight.
I'm just glad it. Well, I mean, the wolves in Twilight, they're actual werewolves and they turn into wolves, not like wolf people. No offense. And like I guess it more so looks like the wolves from Van Helsing, but I won't show you that movie.
Why not?
Oh my
Reasons.
gosh. Levi like fans himself with one of the tentacles.
Levi, I think we need to really talk about why your animagus form is a Grundilo.
I don't know.
I think we should really deep dive into your psyche.
Keep it in the sink, Levi.
He's in the sink like it's a hot tub.
Better to. I can't do it. Do you guys? Oh, the thing that comes to mind is a very dirty joke. We're gonna write it out.
I'm smoking the shit that made Willy go Wonka, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. Right.
I can't say that on stream. wait, Ryan. What's this? This bird smoking? Oh, the hedgehog picture. Crap. Okay. Yeah. I think Reese is like, I kind of feel like I want to run. Anybody else want to go for a run?
I really don't think that they would really appreciate seeing a fully grown werewolf on campus just sort of running.
How many people are out on the grounds?
we could scare a few prefects, huh?
Who's gonna believe them?
I mean, I'm a prefect, Colin says. I could just go out there and say I didn't see anything.
We should definitely go running around throughout the school, I think. Holly? Don't you want to test out your new 3 extra legs?
Okay, well, the legs were never the issue. It was always the arm, and also it looks like it's the prosthetic actually kind of transfigured with it, so wasn't that bad.
That kind of gives you away, Holly.
Yeah. So
I wonder who that prosthetic deer is, Wilfred says. Who's been giving these deer prosthetics?
it's fine. I was always planning on registering anyway.
You were planning on registering?
I will be registering as well, Colin says. As soon as we're back from Hogwarts.
Losers?
Yes.
I've been registered since I was young. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you have to get a license to do apparition. It's not that big of a deal.
Like, yeah, but it's like the innate rebellion of not getting registered.
Yeah. Wait, no, I can't say that for him. Levi would say, yeah, like not getting insurance on a car.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
That's not Levi. I mean, like, it's just there's no harm in it, right? And it's better to just register than not be registered and get found out.
But what if you need to commit a crime and the only thing linking you to the crime is your animagus form?
Okay, well, why would I need to commit a crime?
That's a good point.
A lot of people
Darian
need
says.
to commit crimes for different reasons.
You know what? I'm behind Trelawney for once, Darian says.
Thank you.
You're not getting registered?
No, why would I get registered so they can know who I am? Part of the fun of this is anonymity.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's still some people who don't know who Dildro is.
I don't think Dildro knows who Dildro is.
The government's pretty much the only one who knows.
The government. I mean, Sebastian, are you registered?
My BRB'd like 7 minutes ago.
Okay. What about you, Laurent? I don't think he has to, Levi says. I'm definitely not registering this. I don't want anyone to know. This is embarrassing.
You know, I don't think I'm going to register because it seems like a lot of work, and also, like, I don't want them to know why I can like fly, or why I'm like translucent and stuff. Seems like a lot of attention I don't
questions.
really need. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should just never walk into the ministry building ever. Levi will turn back. Well, I'm never using that.
I don't blame you. I'm really sorry, Levi. That's kind of unfortunate.
Holly?
What?
I'm just hearing little yips.
Aww.
Wait, no, it wouldn't be a yip. It would be the like thing where they like put their neck out and like it's like a fucking dinosaur.
It's like an elk. That's an elk call. No.
No, deer do that too.
Yeah, but they don't do that. Like that's like a different call than what they're like chattering.
White
deer sound. What does the deer say?
Deer sound.
I think they grunt.
Oh. It is it's kind of like a little scream. Yeah. It's like that. It's almost like a sneeze. Anyway. Yeah, that's what Levi says. We can only understand each other in Animagus form or out, but not in between.
Oh, he can't understand me. Gotcha.
Except for Sebastian, who can understand all of us all the time.
Once again, Maya is not back.
Not here. Rin's like, I'm never leaving this form ever.
I think you have to. You could get stuck in it.
What? No. Is that really Levi? Does that happen?
Levi can't.
Are you talking to me? He says.
Logan, does that happen? Like you can get stuck in it, right? Like you can.
I've heard, yes. I mean, actually, Logan would know very well. Yes, anime guy form, like Levi said, changes the very soul. You stay in one form for long enough, and it's going to change your other self a little bit to match. So you could get whiskers or red hair, or I'm staying in this forever. Rin says.
There are easier ways to dye your hair in.
Yeah, but it kills your hair after a while. So honestly, I say you should do it.
Fuck yeah! Her little fingers point out at the.
But to be fair, she has really pretty black hair. It's really hard to get that hair, like, not naturally.
Yeah, but it's also really hard to like dye that hair.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, I won't do anything that'll permanently change.
I think you should do it. I don't know.
Can I get claws, you think? Darian says. If I stay in here for like a year?
You deserve to be declawed in this form.
He's gonna swat at you.
She's on Reese's fucking hand. She's gonna like crawl up his fucking arm.
Get the fuck off. Yeah, he's gonna, like, Reese is gonna kick him with a big fucking, like, bipedal leg. Whoa!
All right, that's enough. So I guess a few of us have more, useful forms than others. And
Yeah, lucky bastards.
I
Logan
don't know, this is
says.
really fun. I think this was fun.
Yeah.
This is a good idea.
You did really well in that potion. I mean, it tasted really bad, but it went down fine.
Yeah, everything that I saw says that you can't really get around the taste of the potion.
Did you
But I
grind up
distilled
the
it.
ingredients?
Yeah, I distilled it too.
Oh no, you can add mint, Logan says. Did I not say that?
You could add mint this whole time and never detracted from the potion?
You didn't tell us?
Must have slipped my mind.
We could have
We're
had an
so breaking
animagus
up.
mojito.
We're so breaking up. What did you say, Ryan?
So we could have had an animagus mojito.
That's funny.
Well, animagus down.
Poisoning to
the whole
go.
school. To
Oh,
go.
I forgot what
Yay!
the
She'll
first
do a flip.
Colin said. Yay.
I
Okay,
like
that's
the beetle. Just to let you know.
What'd you say?
She was talking to Colin. She was saying, I like the ear beetle, just to let you know.
I always know you'd be fuzzy.
Hey yo!
I always knew you were furry.
Let's go to break.
Yeah.
How do I turn this thing to break?
We're gonna break.
How do I do it?
Oh yeah, because you could do it now. It's on video clips. It's the second one.
What? Media assets?
Mm.
Media assets.
Video clips.
Video clips. Eminent intermission.
Hello? Someone's
What's
microphone.
up?
I was wondering how long you were gonna hold it for.
I could have went a lot longer, honestly.
Yeah, probably. Hi, everybody. Everybody back?
Europe.
Hello.
Maya and Anna.
Hi.
Maya. Someone at Maya. Someone at her. Right. In the second floor girls' bathroom, people are all having fun with her new animagus forms. Darian, in his regular form now, says, I think this requires something celebratory. He's gonna go into his like backpack and pull out a elixir to induce euphoria. And he's gonna pour it into like the shot glasses everybody had. Dear Colin's like, Darren, what are you doing? Not being a fucking stickler in the mud for once. He holds it up high.
No.
Luckily, he can't hear you because you're a deer right now.
Oh, I didn't. Hold on, I didn't move back to my other avatar. I can't find it. No.
What?
No, you have absolutely no elixir to induce euphoria. It gives you absolutely no ability to regulate yourself or hide anything or.
I'm sure we'll be fine. At least I certainly will.
We have a plan.
To new power, he says, and he's going to take a shot back.
Oh.
Woo! Wilfred will cock that back. Ren will too.
For the duration.
Holly, you regularly make me euphoria potions.
Yeah, so that's how I know. For the duration, you have disadvantage on stealth, intimidation, and deception checks. Which, if we're going to be poisoning the thing, that leaves at least 2 people, 2 of which are probably the stealthiest people, out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go in as a bird.
Drusilla's like, you know what? Save mine. She nods.
We'll take ours to go, Darian.
Sebastian's still on here.
He's back now.
Oh, Maya? No, you lying to me? What's going
No,
on?
it's in the chat.
Yeah. Maya.
What?
There we go. Hi.
Hello?
We're back.
Yeah?
Darian poured everybody an elixir to induce euphoria for the celebration of new forms. And a bunch of people cocked it back, including Wilfred and Rin.
Mm-hmm. He
Then Holly
doesn't trust.
protested.
Here's the thing, he doesn't. Sebastian's stupid. He's a follower. And Thea doesn't like Darian. So he's not taking anything Darian hands him. So he will not take it.
God, I think I have an antidote somewhere. And no.
I may consume drugs, however, I only do them from sources that I trust. So I only consume them from Holly.
Mart Lab essence.
This is
And my
Holly's.
aunts. I also
What?
consume my aunts.
Did you take one of my potions?
Holly,
You
break
look
up
at
with
the
him.
rest of them.
I'm thinking about
You
it.
didn't even notice. Jesus.
Laurent will transform back and say, "You should kill him."
Also
What
a
is
very
with
viable
all
option.
animosity? Like, I pour out like something celebratory for everybody. Everybody runs down my throat. I can't win.
Maybe it's because you're like very. You're very, about everything.
Very what? What am I very, very about everything? Myself? Sorry for being myself?
I mean, you are very into yourself.
You're forgiven. Wilfred says. I think no, Reese will say that. You're forgiven.
I think this is gonna be a great bonding experience.
Oh, here, Drought of Peace.
You can feel or hear the rain outside starting to lessen as the clouds have passed, and now it's just nighttime outside with sparse clouds. The storm rolls on further in the valley.
So, okay. Is dinner going on now?
This
Or has it
is
ended?
after dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
So,
could
Basically,
poison
like
breakfast.
curfew's already in effect, probably.
so we could poison breakfast. That could be okay. I mean, it's still gonna take this amount of time. That actually might be a better idea. We need to make sure that there's no one around so that none of the house elves get blamed for this. I really don't want any of them to get blamed. We have to make sure that no one sees us, that we are all present and accounted for where we should be.
Oh, I got something for that, Wilfred says. He like rolls off of Sebastian, turns back into himself, goes into his bag. Scribing snack box! Because I was like, we don't want to get sick, obviously. But it'd be weird if like we were the only ones who didn't get sick. So take your pick. And he opens it up. There's a bunch of different candies for different sicknesses and odd, weird things.
Oh, is that the one with the fever fudge?
Yeah, I got fever fudge. I also have the ones that make your
Dibs.
nose like 3 times the size.
Is there one that puts you in a coma?
No. But there is one that makes you think you're in a coma. Or it makes you think that you're dead.
Let's swipe it.
Laurent, do you want one?
Oh, yeah, he's in denial. He should take one.
Not in denial about anything. Completely self-actualized, actually. And no.
All right, well, we have that. We should also talk about, like, I guess, how we want to do this and also what the potions are going to be. I was thinking about throwing more than one in there just to make sure.
In where? Where are we putting this?
I don't know what we're having for breakfast tomorrow. It could be.
Everyone eats the beans. They all put. I don't know English breakfast.
Yeah, everyone eats the beans. So we might as well just put it in the beans. The good old big pot of beans that they distribute with every table.
The perpetual bean.
Do you guys remember
Perpetual soup.
Do you guys remember the TikTok audio where it was like the guy and the girl talking about breakfast with beans? They're both British.
No, I have absolutely no
No.
idea
I
what
was
you're
like,
talking
I
about.
like eating it from the can. No? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna find it.
Please
while
don't
you guys
try.
talk.
Please don't try to find it. It'll take forever.
No, you guys keep going. I'm in the background.
Well, we need you to transition scenes.
Yes, we need
I don't know
your
what
help
we're
to do.
doing. You guys talk about what you're doing.
Why don't
We're
you
trying
stop
to
doing the
say what we're
completely
doing.
unnecessary thing of searching TikTok for beans?
I'm not searching TikTok.
We are trying to say what we are doing.
Say it.
You just
Okay.
let us poison the school already.
I immediately found it, by the way.
I'm so happy for you.
Guys?
Anyways, so we can put it in, like, I don't know, maybe do they have a water supply, do you think? Who's been to the kitchens before?
Ashton
puts up
raises
his
his hand.
Rin puts up a paw.
Laurent too, probably.
He's refusing
assuming-
big eye contact right now.
Right. Which means that that's a yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually Laurent just kind of stares dead-eyed into people's souls, presumably.
Yep.
Okay, so what is there something that everyone has? Like, I feel like it's a little bit of a stretch to say that everyone has pumpkin juice.
I have really good potions to add.
I have
Well,
garroted
no.
gas now.
I have
No,
really
first of
great
all, garroting
potions.
gas is a gas. It wouldn't be able to be put in liquid form. And
Not
we
if you
want
can
this to
build it.
be as, innocuous as possible. And
I have 3 really great potions that
Well-
I've been holding on to since first year.
well, first of all,
First
I
year,
can't
how
add
good-
any of
how
my
good
meta
could they be?
potions to those potions that you made, which is my
Well,
only.
I didn't make them.
I don't think that's true.
I think I have to make the potions in order to add meta potion effects to them.
I don't think so.
Well, what if we just add it to one little thing and then some people can get the effect?
Listen, Holly and I and Colin can all make sure that it gets infused into whatever food people eat. We can spread it around a bit, put it into different things. But the issue is, of course, getting it in that food before it's even made. I don't know. What do they use a lot? Flour? Water was brought up earlier. Beans.
Can
Three
we add
staples
the
of British
Midnight
cuisine.
Moon Madness?
Midnight Moon Madness.
I have 3 of them.
Wilfred, I think, is laughing like I am. Oh, 100%.
Yes.
Well, that's okay. Well, then that's not going to work with. We'd all have to have it then. I'm pretty sure Midnight Moon Madness has like a very significant and distinct effect.
We can never do anything.
So then
fun.
we have to eat whatever we make if we add Midnight Moon Madness to it.
No, they'll just be one of the many things that we throw into it.
Oh yeah, but if we're doing things at base, right? Then
Well, you can be sick in other ways, and other people can be sick in other ways too, and some people will think they're werewolves. Yeah, personally, I say, why don't we just like throw them all into a pot and just mix them all together?
We should probably go with what Holly wants. She's
That's
the
fine.
prodigy here with potions.
No, it's fine.
Drusilla's not half bad either. I mean, puts up her
I
fair
got a
share of.
bunch stockpiled for this, Drusilla says. I just need to know where to put it.
Can I try to roll an investigation to see what more people eat? I don't know. Or would that be perception?
Now's the perfect time to use the orb.
Okay. Lord, she will take out the orb. We could try to see if there's anything popular tomorrow morning.
Is Maya here? Did she BRB again?
No.
Oh, did she?
Okay. We'll go ahead and activate the orb.
All right. Make a divinations plus wisdom check.
$31.
Okay. In the morning, you can see a vision. House elves moving from place to place in the kitchens, cooking up warm mini pastries. For a starter, we have flaky butter croissants, blueberry scones, cinnamon sugar twists. All of them served with whipped honey butter. For the main course, there's skillets that are being prepared in the morning tomorrow. Crisp smoked bacon, golden hash browns, and thick cut sourdough, as well as, of course, farm fresh eggs. For simple side dishes, you also have short stacks of pancakes and Belgian waffles, which are always a crowd pleaser. Always with fresh berries, sliced banana, chocolate chips, however people like to make them. And plenty of coffee and tea, as well as apple juice and waters are going to be given out for tomorrow's meal.
I say we put it in the butter.
Butter and eggs.
Well, you use butter to cook anything. You have to use it as a grease.
But did you say my name?
No. Grease, not Reese.
Oh.
Yes, she did say your name.
Don't be mean.
Grease lightning over here. Grease lightning.
Was I able to see in my animagus form?
See? No, the effects from one transfer over toward the other. Just like
Okay.
with Holly's loss of a limb, it still stays, and we can see this in the books with little rat fucker. His finger's still gone.
Word.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any ideas for what we can put the potions into before we go ahead?
Anna, Ito, Maya?
I've watched a lot of serial killer documentaries. Just give me a second.
We are not putting in Tylenol.
And I had no
Fancy man planning that.
suggestions.
Well, there's probably going to be a whole thing when it comes to healing with potions. We could have one team spike the. We could have one team spike the food, another team sabotage the hospital wing.
Sabotage the hospital wing? I thought we were just gonna poison people and then it was gonna be fine.
Well, you don't want it to get resolved too quickly, do you?
That's why I had the idea of using fatiguing fusions.
Yeah.
There'd be no way around it. You would have to have bed rest. There's only short term I guess cures you would call them for
Then
yeah.
Holly, I think sabotaging the hospital wing's going to be up to you.
What?
Yeah, people get sick, they go to the hospital wing, they try to help them, and
Or we can just poison them with the fatigue infusion and not have to deal with the hospital wing. Wasn't that the point of adding the fatigue infusion?
Yeah, so the people that are sick, they have to be on bed rest. It's not just like a one-stop cure, because Madame Pomfrey is incredibly smart, and so is Professor Slughorn. Anything that you would have, if it's a poison, they'd be able to find the root of it. A lot of them have the same ingredients too. Even the more advanced ones have the same ingredients. If we want to tackle this, we want to make sure that it's something that they can't cure easily. And, I guess short of destroying all the pepper-ups in the hospital wing, which really won't do anything because they're only short-term cures, then, I mean, it's not really going to do much of anything if people are just too exhausted. They need to sleep. They would have to call off is the whole point of it is meant to call off the group tournament that's happening in 1 day from now.
how many of those do you have?
3. A couple exceptional, 1 superior.
I mean, we could probably spread them out. Even like a flawed would work. So we could probably split some of those, dilute them.
Yeah, it will. The one thing I know about it, though, is that if there are any poisons that anyone adds, best not to have it be something that's too extravagant or damaging. The fatiguing fusion will react and make people less able to combat any disastrous effects. So, especially since this is going to be given to first years who are younger, and I mean, this could do some real damage.
Colin starts pacing. Okay, well, let's think about how many we need. So we don't actually need to get the first years. We can go all the way to fourth, because only fourth years and up are allowed. So if we go fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh years, there's 4 tables each. So it's 4, 8, 12, 16. But we don't need everybody to be sick. We just need a significant amount of the people who are competing, which is a lot of them, going to be sick. So probably about 50% at least, if they were out, would call off the tournament. Maybe 60% to be even. So 8, 9 potions would do.
Well, that's the thing, though. If we're poisoning the breakfast that hasn't already been made yet, we have to poison the ingredients. If we're poisoning the ingredients, then we have no say about where everyone gets served the same breakfast. unless you
True.
request things specifically, like Macy does.
Will cooking denature the poisons at all?
Still, you'll need at least that amount of poisons, at the very least. Lance, what did you say again?
So will cooking denature any of the poison?
It shouldn't. I can
Not if we
I've
infuse
tried
it
to
beforehand.
I've tried to distill it to make it a little bit more potent. So if any of the more, it's meant to make it stronger so that if it is poured in something, it doesn't necessarily dilute the potency.
Right.
Or if it does, not by much. Basically, it won't cook out. Now, I can make potions that are more appealing for people to eat or consume. They'll be attracted to it and drawn to consuming it. And that, I think, is... I mean, if we leveled up to level 8, which I hope that we do, maybe possibly before this, I'll be able to get a innocuous potion. Because technically we're supposed to level up to level 8 before the group tournament.
At the end of this episode, yeah.
Okay, so let's bullshit for about an hour and a half so that we can just put off this plan until the next episode so that I can get an innocuous potion.
Yeah, also so we can have the rest of the gang here. It just makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get back on the
Also-
topic of beans. Let's lock in.
Also, I'm like
Everybody.
staring at elixir expertise because it's an ability score improvement. I need it. Anyway. And that should hide some of the more, like, icky things that we might throw in.
Well, who's the stealth team then? Who's heading in?
Well, I would have said some people that were more stealthier before, but they instead decided that they were going to, knock back elixir to induce euphoria, which makes you less stealthy.
Not everyone drank it. It was only like 3 people.
Yeah.
Excuse me for trying to have a little bit of fun.
Sebastian will raise his hand.
Sebastian, you can just talk. You're fine.
Tell
Yeah,
me
man,
to
it's
be
not class.
quiet. A guy tries to listen to the rules for once, and everyone's like, no, don't do that. You're really selective about when I'm supposed to listen to the rules. But whatever. Anyway, I was gonna say that I'm pretty stealthy. Despite
I can be a lookout in my magpie form.
That could work.
A magpie in the dungeons?
The blackbird.
Don't get caught. They might try to cut you up and cook you.
Well, at least I know I'll be poisoned the next meal.
Yeah.
All right, Sebastian and Lance, you guys are heading out.
Let's do it.
Thea, make us a divinations plus wisdom check to see if we can figure out where all the routes are for the prefects.
23.
Fuck yeah. We enter in heist mode. Thea, tells you guys exactly where certain people are going to be. She tells you to avoid the main staircase leading up. If once you're done, there's going to be somebody coming down right then and there. It's best probably to duck into the barrels at that point. Meanwhile, Sebastian will be taking point. Lance flying in from behind. Sebastian knows the way, tickles the pear, and the portrait will open up. Sebastian, roll me a stealth check at advantage. Lance, you too.
I'm gonna cast Absconde. Absconde, that makes that.
18 as a magpie.
-1. 23.
Second, please. 23. That's good. Lance?
18.
All right. Lance. Sebastian opens up the door and you fly in. Sebastian pulls the bag over his shoulder with all the infused potions ready and waiting. And you can hear nearby house elves have a bit of a lively culture to them. You can see a few of them are out right now this late into the night. It's probably like 2 a.m. and they're sitting around a little table, and a bunch of them are talking right now. A few of them are exchanging drinks and whatnot.
I
The
thought we were
lights.
waiting for them to go to bed, so we don't implicate them.
So here's the thing about house elves. Their sleeping schedules aren't the same as a human being.
Got it.
They don't all sleep at the same time. They don't all sleep for 8 hours or anything like that. It's going to be something that you're going to have to work around. When it comes to house elves, not implicating them is going to be hard as fuck unless you give a red herring, which maybe is something that Holly and Laurent and Thea could work on. But they're the ones who prepare the food. If the food is bad, the ingredients have gone bad. Yikes.
I'm going to message in my hidden about that.
Sure. That's something we could certainly do. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to implicate the house elves because I know Anna was specific that Holly would not want to.
Student?
Okay, I'm gonna be above table with this. I'm thinking about using the orb to possibly fuck with the prefect's mind and make them think that they saw someone else go into the kitchens. Is there anyone we would want to implicate or think that there wouldn't be as much of a consequence maybe to
Anyone want to get
Peter
Gemma?
Want to get Gemma?
Peter? That's
Peter?
actually a really
Peter
good
Parkinson.
choice. Yeah, Peter was a bitch to Holly.
We get Peter expelled. Peter was like rude to Holly, so Peter
In, like,
gets
second year.
expelled.
Wait, who's the flamingo guy again? I can't remember his name.
Billiam.
William.
Billiam.
Oh my god, can I make them see
Billiam
Peter
Big?
and Billiam and the
Yeah,
Big
both of
Boys?
them.
Wait, no, hold on. No, never mind. I think it's a different. No, wait, no, it is this game. didn't we frame the damage that was done to the greenhouses?
On Billiam.
I think so. On
In this
Billiam,
game?
because he went
crazy.
to
So
therapy.
Billiam's
Yeah,
all-
and so Billiam's reformed.
No,
like
Billiam
he's
just went to therapy.
yeah, he's there. Yeah, he went to therapy. He's reformed. He's like normal now.
Get him
So
again.
it had to be like Peter.
His relapse.
Maybe he's good anyway.
Yeah, I'll like make them see Peter and Billiam. I don't have any reason to.
Maya said you could do Stella.
I could do Stella. That would be.
Oh no!
I don't know if Thea's ever met her in her life.
Well, you know what? It would make sense to go with someone who was going to go into the tournament.
Billiam is.
Yeah.
Well,
Peter isn't.
It would make sense to go with someone in the tournament.
Can you anim fracture
Ashton.
multiple people at once and get?
But they don't
And, like,
deserve that.
But like,
Sorry.
no, hold on.
It doesn't matter if they deserve it.
If you anim fracture a multiple,
Anna, what are you saying?
if you anim fracture a multiple people at once, can you designate each of them to have seen a different person, so that there's legitimately no lineup as to who it could be?
Yes.
And that would give more of a reason to have more of like an investigation, because without a clear like witness, they're not able to really implicate anyone. They're just able to have suspects. And eventually, if they need someone to take the fall, they will choose one of those suspects.
I feel like Holly, Laurent, and Thea are like figuring this out in the bathroom while Sebastian and Lance have already left.
Okay, so I can make them see Stella or make one see Peter. I'll make one see Darian.
Fuck you.
Then...
No, we're not doing that.
Well, he won't be expelled if they're seeing
No, we're not doing that, Thea. I'm getting kind of tired of you picking on Darian.
Okay.
He ordered
whatever,
no
Mom.
pickles. I think Darian will look over at Holly like a little flattered at her standing up for him. Okay.
But other than that, you do have a very good idea. One of them can say, be Stella. The other one can be Billiam. Tournament players, and Peter is always, harping on about wanting the prestige of being attached to someone who's in a higher place. So he's one of the ones that would hold out for someone who's, winning the tournament. It makes sense.
All
Are you sure
right,
you can be able to do that? Not hurt your eyes? Or hurt yourself?
It'll be fine.
Okay.
So while we have the montage of Sebastian and Lance sneaking in, which both got pretty good, we have a montage of Holly, Thea, and Laurent moving around to find the other prefects who are doing their rounds. Laurent like popping up like, hello, huh? And then like Thea coming out from behind with a bright flash of light. Finding people in hallways, pulling them into bathrooms, bright flash of light. Fucking Men in Blacking them. Let's get some stealth checks from you guys, not necessarily to see if it was successful or not, but just to see how fluid it was.
From me and Laurent?
And Holly, yeah.
I'm popping a Vitamix potion.
I got a 4.
Maybe I should have given you the Vitamix potion.
He's the red herring, though.
Did that work on him even?
Laurent, like, no. Laurent, like, floats into a hallway as a hedgehog, and, like, one of the prefects is like, huh? And so Thea's coming in from behind. Holly? 18.
So glad I popped the Vitamix.
Absolutely.
Advantage on dexterity checks.
You're able to, like, leave your arm lying somewhere. Who left an arm? Flash.
Oh, this could have been a great play to use my like klutz feature. Lost opportunities.
Sebastian, Lance.
Yeah.
So, Sebastian is moving along, trying to find out where to go precisely. You can see those house elves in the corner all talking with one another. Sebastian like looks up at you, trying to figure out where to go. You don't know either right now. So he's still trying to figure it out. Sebastian, roll me an investigation check.
I am not the person for that, but okay.
Can I roll?
Lance, roll an investigation check.
$18.
Okay. You can see one side of the huge kitchen that's out here. There's like long lines of different ovens and preparing stations and everything where they keep the food. And that's when you can see a large pantry door. It's heavy, made of like a harsh brass on the outside, and there is a little like mark on the outside. Looks like a vault door.
He'll kind of try and drop a little bit in his flight pattern and make it a point to like scoop down and almost make like an arrow pointing towards it.
You can like scoop down over Sebastian. Sebastian follows you, and you can land onto the handle. Sebastian, he found something.
Sebastian will attempt to open the door.
Okay. So looking at this door, it's going to require great strength, which is odd because house elves. It might dawn on you that they probably just apparate inside. This is and you got a good history of magic check. Why don't you go ahead and make me a history of magic to see if you learned about this in history of magic class.
You did good on the test. You didn't get a good. Okay. 7.
Never mind. No, never mind.
He's going to try and brute force this door open.
That is probably going to impact your stealth. You'll probably be seen. Unless there was a distraction.
Lance will fly off the door handle and head back towards the entrance. And like right by the door, he'll pick something up like really light and shiny in true magpie fashion and just, I don't know, drop like a spoon or something right outside the door.
All right. Hey, no. Wyatt Dobby quit stand-up comedy, huh? I don't want to hear this one again. Too many hecklers shouting, "Free him! Free him!" People are, they're laughing in like the little corner over there, and then there's a cling, 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 cling. Huh. Someone else up right now? Look back toward like the little hovels that they live in. because you can see there's like a little village on the far side. These orb-like homes that they live inside. Maybe it's Benny. Benny, is that you? Benny, I'll be right back. One of them stands up and walks over toward the entrance to the kitchens. Oh, I thought it might be maybe a Hufflepuff student or something. They don't normally come here this late, though. You've separated them a bit, but you got 3 over that are sitting at the tables, one that's separated from the rest of them.
He's gonna try and pull some like is there any like loose fabric or anything he could use to like try and make a nest up in the like rafters and make it look like a bird actually got in?
Well, I mean, a nest would take a while to do.
He's gonna try to.
You could just swoop down at them if you wanted to.
But they also can just flick to destroy me. So
maybe. Yep, there's an option.
Well, he'll swoop down. Actually, he'll try and like land on the nose of the one that's coming to see what's up.
Dang. You had a good stealth check, so this is almost like a stealth attack. He does not see it coming. He starts running back toward the rest of them, and start like, one of the chickens get out. No, it was like a crow or something. And they move out trying to look for you. Make a new stealth check. Ooh.
24.
You beat them. They got a 20 for their perception looking for you. I think I went over there. Oh no. Chef Blackthorn's got to kill us. Cross-contamination galore, they can say from the side. I'm tired though. Can we deal with it in the morning? What, until it's crapped all over the flour? No. And they start going out to try to find you. They fan out in the area.
I like to think that since magpies can like use mimicry, he's just gonna like say cross contamination. Just keep flying around.
Make a performance check or intimidation check.
They're about the same. Let's see.
So because of your successful stealth check, I'm going to fire 2 attacks at you at disadvantage. Double nat 1. Oh my gosh.
Nat 20 for intimidation.
It is utter chaos over there on the other side, which gives you definitely enough of a distraction, Sebastian, to grab this like big vault door and try to brute strength it through. Make an athletics check. Can't believe I got 2 nat 1, so I feel like one throws out a spell and another one's throwing out a spell and they hit each other instead.
He flies down like right between their heads.
Okay, Sebastian. While that's happening, you're able to turn this big vault door and it clicks open. You push through with your bag and like you get stuck for a second, give it a pull, and it pulls through. It's all dark in here. Do you have Lumos?
Let me check. Probably do. Yeah, I have Lumos.
Locked in?
Mm-hmm.
Lumos. The area opens and it's a huge pantry in here. There is so many different ingredients that are prepared or are put into storage. There's like a cold place in the back, like a big a freezer, walk-in freezer. And there's row upon row of different produce and ingredients all around you.
I think as far as he was informed was to find the butter.
Find the butter. Find the butter. Find the butter. What check would you like to make to find the butter?
That's a great question.
Thank you. I'm good at asking great questions.
I'm gonna pop the tires on your van. Could I roll? It's gonna sound ridiculous. It's gonna be an absolute ridiculous plan.
All right.
Sebastian has said several times now that he's so fucking hungry. And I'd like to imagine that he has probably taken food from the kitchens before.
Mm-hmm.
Can I argue for sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand for stealing, like because you've done it before.
Like muscle memory, yeah.
Do it.
Okay. Hey, anybody got?
Do you have inspo?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah,
no, I
you
think
do.
Yes, you do.
It.
Yeah, you do.
I got one.
Pretty sure he used it earlier. Though.
No, you
No.
got one.
All right, I guess I got a new one at some point.
Yep.
22.
22.
Please tell me I find the fucking butter.
Yes. You are able to like climb up to the third rung up here. And there's like gold that hits Sebastian's face. Think of it like being in like Fort Knox, where you find like all the bars of gold, but it's bars, it's ingots of butter.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. You get out the stuff and like pull out like a big syringe that Holly gave you. I guess the sleight of hand check works for being able to infuse all the butter with that. You can hear screaming outside and hop down. You pull back into the main area. Make sure not to leave anything as much as you can. Make me a stealth check again.
This is my oh, did I break my fucking what the fuck is that spell? Abscondi?
No, I don't think it the rules don't state that Abscondi breaks upon anything. I don't think.
Okay, cool. So then I can still roll with my thing.
Unless is it concentration or anything?
Let me see. It is concentration, yeah.
I mean, you can still cast other, unless Lumos is a concentration spell. You can still cast other spells. See.
No, it lasts until dispelled.
Yeah, so you're good.
Wonderful. (26).
Nice. You get out there. Get him! Come on! He's getting his feathers everywhere. I think it's a magpie. One of the ones in the back says. And you're able to slip out through the door in the hullabaloo. And do you like whistle or like tweet or like make a noise to tell Lance that you're done?
Caw!
I'm gonna make another perception check. No, they don't hear it. There it is! And Lance, make an acrobatics check as you have to break stealth and like fly through the door.
Oof, okay. Natural 20 for 23.
Fuck yeah. So like Sebastian's going through there, he grabs the portrait and goes to push it, and you flying like at top speed go straight toward that portrait and then like tuck your wings in at the last second and go right through the crack as the door is shut very quickly. And the chaos still happening inside, you guys trying to capitalize on that, you start running straight down the the stairs, then like up the spiral staircase into the entrance dungeon. Where do you go from here? There's a long hallway that leads toward like the north of school, like the Slytherin area. There's the there's the southern dungeons down here. There's not much down here. There's the stairs that lead up toward the entrance hall.
Lance will start just flying towards Slytherin because he's trying to throw off the scent of Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff.
Sebastian?
Oh, we're running, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh,
You're in the entrance dungeon. Where do you go?
He's trying to remember if was there a meet. Did we say that there was a meet up point again, like where we were meeting up again, or was that something we glossed completely over?
Make a history magic check.
Ah, shit.
Sebastian's trying to remember right now.
4.
So you take a long time trying to remember, and then there's from the top of the stairs you can hear, "Hey, you should be in bed." And then Thea appears from behind with a bright white flash of light that hits a prefect walking down the stairs.
Yeah, I got lost.
Maybe Brooke's not here.
What? Sorry.
Sebastian was running away from the kitchens, ended up in the entrance dungeon, wasn't sure where to go, was trying to remember what was being told him. He got a 4, and then a prefect, as was already stated earlier in the episode, came down the stairs, saw him, and was like, "Hey, you should be in bed." And then you appeared from fucking behind and 86 that guy.
Wonderful. I'm gonna recommend we all go back to our common rooms now. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if we set up a meeting, I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's one of the many things we glossed over.
He's not gonna remember this, is he?
No.
We'll see the chaos in the morning.
Remember version.
Colin says. Let's all head back. I think we got most of the prefects out here.
Alright, don't need to tell me twice. See you later.
Oh, Lance, I thought you already left. I thought you...
Oh, I thought
you headed
we
down.
like ran into them.
Sebastian
On the
did.
way.
You headed off anyway. You're good. You're a bird.
Okay.
You can get out of the dungeons and then flutter up toward Ravenclaw Tower. It's gonna be such an easier way to get up here now. No more stairs.
No more riddles. Oh my gosh. It's just flying through the window.
Okay, I'm just trying to find Hogwarts Great Hall music. There it is. Sending in music. The next morning, you all awaken, having gotten very little sleep. We find ourselves walking up into the Great Hall up here. Breakfast is soon to be served. Good evening, everyone. So wonderful to see your faces. The headmistress takes the stand in the morning. Before we have our morning breakfast, I want it to be known that tomorrow will be the start of our group tournament. I'm so excited to see how many of you signed up this year. It is going to be a good one. There will be trials that will test the mettle of every Hogwarts student. They will be challenging for some, easier for others. We have been preparing for years at this point. and I cannot wait for you to see what we have accomplished. Now, on to our second article of business. There has been copious reports of students out of common rooms late at night. So many, in fact, that I think it's only pertinent that I remind students that curfew happens at 8:30 p.m. on the dot. Should you be found out of out of your core rooms along that time, expect severe punishments. Without further ado, Professor. Right. Another endorsement. Professor Milne would like me to announce that that camping will be beginning at 4 p.m. today. Meet in the northern grounds. Thank you. And may our breakfast begin. And food appears over everyone's plates. People talk as they normally do, start to chow down, and you all are able to look at each other. I'm not hungry, Darian says from his side. It's like, not really that into pancakes.
Yeah, I gotta watch my figure, I think.
Just eat that one piece of candy.
Is that what Darian told you? Janice says.
No, Janice.
Darian, what?
It's okay.
Oh no, I've got your back here, Holly.
No, my parents got me a Wii Fit over break, and it keeps telling me that that I need to lose weight. So
The Wii didn't come out yet. The Wii is absolutely not out yet.
Yes, and and no one at Ravenclaw knows what that is because everyone there is like born and raised in the Wizarding World.
Mm-hmm. How much random shit did we throw in that pot? By the way, just like, if we say that we had it, just say that we just threw it in there. Basically,
we needed 9 potions essentially.
Yeah, I'm sure we could have gotten that.
It doesn't matter as much the potency; it matters more the amount. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can distill it down.
Did we want to do the 3 Midnight Moon Madness?
Just mix those in there.
Yeah, the fatiguing fusions.
Everyone's like, I'm really tired, and I'm starting to grow hair in weird places. I think
I have a couple befuddlement draughts. When you drink this potion, you become belligerent and reckless for 1 hour.
We don't have to do the Midnight Moon Madness if you don't want.
I don't care. At this point, like, it's already, kind of canon that we have to throw everything in there. So why not? The only thing I cautioned people against was, like, I was looking at the noxious potion that I brewed, but realized that would probably kill a first year. So,
well, you said that you had 3 fatiguing fusions, right?
Yeah.
So distilling down, you should be able to get 9.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, we're already doing the let's add as many weird type of shit that we want to throw in there.
It's your guys' call.
I think we can go with what was already established. It's not a big deal. Are the teachers also eating this food?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. That's exactly what we need. Yeah, we can throw in whatever we want. I'm sure it's like an unholy mixture of everything that will probably result in. So fatiguing fusions. I would go with either I honestly would probably throw a forgetfulness potion in there. Make them forget exactly what they ate that made it that.
Yeah.
So no
Sure.
one quite knows.
I mean, I
What do
have
you
a
guys-
ruined. What the fuck is that name of that stick? That one.
What do you
Hold on.
ruin?
Hold on. I have pretty much all of Sebastian's spells are ruined. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Those are the best.
Because he can't do shit.
Throw in as many as you want.
I know he's got a ruined forgetfulness potion. Ruined confusing concoction.
The ruined confusing concoction would be great.
Yeah, I also know. I think the last ruined one he has, he has a ruined fire protection potion.
People get lit on fire spontaneously.
Everyone suddenly
Yeah.
feels like they have a fever. So
Yeah, so people's like internal body temperatures just rise really high. God.
that's all I got. So
Cut away to later in the day. Hogwarts becomes probably an hour or two after breakfast. You start to see the effects taking root. People like passing out in hallways, other people starting to grow sick, some people so like hot that they have to be brought to the hospital wing, they're like sweating profusely, other people who are like don't remember where they are. It is utter chaos, and this also includes the faculty members. Now it's not everybody, but it is a large amount of people. We'll cut to Laurent walking with Thea in the hallways after all this. Thea, you nearly trip onto someone who's passed out.
I think we did a really good thing here.
Yeah, what could be better?
Yeah, I don't really remember why we did it. Like, I know there's probably like a vision involved, but like, I'm just glad that things have turned out this way. Just because it's pretty funny, honestly.
Good evening, students. You hear an intercom up above say, fourth period herbology, all herbology class for this day are hereby cancelled. Please, 6 students, do not go to the hospital wing. Instead, please report to one of the nearest greenhouses that correspond with your year. Thank you. Hospital wing's not big enough. Yeah, Laura.
I think it worked. I think we did it.
Yeah, sounds like a mark of success.
Now what do we do?
We obviously wait for the impending cancellation, right? Levi
I'm gonna
said.
hit waiting. It's like the worst thing to do is to have to wait for something.
Do you think they're going to figure out it was us?
Well, if they do, I'm gonna say I was coerced into it. So yeah, I've got my defense prepared. I don't think they will, though. I mean, it's too chaotic.
You guys notice Holly trip over somebody in the hallway.
Hey, Holly, look where you're going. There's a lot of people like sleeping in the hallway for no reason.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I think they're actually asleep.
Yeah.
Professor Flitwick! Colin says from below. Oh, no, not you.
You think that we did the right thing here?
Kill me. He's never been good at being sick. I'm gonna get you help.
Yeah, we definitely did the right thing. Look at all this. This is the sign of a good thing. He's gonna like gesture vaguely around him.
Well, no one's getting eaten by spiders.
Yeah, I would hate if that happened. It's like one of my top 5 nightmares.
Yeah, I can tell you it's not pleasant.
And he just nods a couple of times.
I don't think you'd like it, Laurent, honestly.
Well, something tells me that's not going to be my problem. But, you know, I would hate if it happened to all of you guys again.
Yeah.
You guys walking across the suspension bridge see Sebastian, who's currently slumped over the edge of the bridge, and Wilfred is like rubbing his back. It's okay, buddy.
Oh my god. Don't tell me.
Sebastian. No.
It looks so good.
He forgot.
I could have just made you something to eat if you were hungry.
I
Yeah.
was so hungry.
It's not helping some people.
I don't know if I have anything that could fix this, Sebastian. You're probably just going to be stuck this way for a little bit.
Forever.
Good news is the plan went off without a hitch.
I
Bad
think this
news.
is literally a hitch.
Bad news is I threw up on Professor Milne.
Oh.
Who was not affected.
Oh.
So, do you think he'll still let me go camping?
I don't know if anyone's going to go camping, Sebastian.
Soon I'll finally earn my first Wizard Scout badge.
That's not a real thing.
It's
Is it
not?
not?
No, it's totally real, Sebastian.
I mean, I'm sure that the certification for your Wizard Scout badge will just be postponed.
I'm never gonna make it to Eagle Scout.
I don't know what to say to him.
To Hippogriff Scout?
Yeah.
Griffin Scout. Griffin Scout.
I'm never gonna
That
make
has
it
a ring to it.
Scout now.
Laurent, do wizards have like a Boy Scout equivalent?
I'm
Well, I
gonna
was
be
gonna lean in and
stuck
go,
as Deary
I
Cup
did-
forever.
I didn't think they did, but he's saying it with such conviction. I'm starting to believe it's real.
I almost forgot that you come from France and therefore probably would not have a Boy Scout equivalent.
Levi leans in and goes, Wilfred made a bunch of badges for him.
Oh my god.
No.
That's
been
so
pretending
gay.
How long has he been pretending?
Laurent, we've been in a relationship for 2 years.
Well, it takes one to know one. Like, why are you as a man doing that for another man?
Why are you as a man doing arts and crafts for another?
We're suddenly on like a bro podcast. Were you as a man cooking
Why are you as a high value man?
as a high value man?
When I snap my fingers, you will forget that you were ever gay.
I love that. I love that one. Whew. Meanwhile, Lance,
Yes.
you soaring high up above around the spires of the school, flying around, and flying with you, flap, flap, flap. Drusilla. Oh my gosh. People are dropping like flies.
You're not the best one to mention flies in this state.
No, they probably wouldn't taste any better in this form. Right?
You've tried them as a human?
Well, I'm pretty certain that they don't taste good. No one ever goes, oh, I could really go for a fly right now. Plus, I have licked a ladybug.
I don't know if that counts as eating it, though.
They taste horrible.
Maybe you got one of the lord bugs.
I don't know. Like, am I gonna get like a hankering for new things now? Being a vampire bat and all. Which, bit on the nose, I feel like it's something to do with the whole, like Reese. He's not even a full werewolf, and yet that happened to him. This must be my thing. Is this where vampires can turn into bats comes from? Like that whole idea? Because I've never heard of one actually doing that.
I haven't heard of it either. Maybe it's just some cosmic joke.
Or maybe it's that vampires who become animagi turn into bats.
That's probably much more likely than my idea.
Whatever. As much as
Not
I
a
hate
very
to admit it,
graceful
the
flyer.
aesthetics of being a vampire totally suit me.
Except for the mad flapping of skin wings.
Like, you don't. It's weird that you have feathers. At least I have skin in my regular form still. You don't wake up one day with feathers for hair.
Well, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing a wizard has worn.
Oh no, Juniper. Sees Juniper like stumbling, trying to get to the hospital wing.
Should we go let her know that she's not supposed to go to the hospital wing?
She'll figure it out. I don't.
But that's a lot of stairs to climb down again.
1 second. She's going to go down, reappear to her regular form for a minute, and like help her out. You see the two of them talking way down below, and then you can see Holly, Thea, Sebastian, Laurent. All of them are surrounding Sebastian, who's like hunched over the edge of the suspension bridge.
He'll flap down. Just land on Sebastian's head.
Bird! Bird! Wilfred's gonna swat at you.
I'll nip at his finger.
Oh, it's Lance. Of course it's Lance.
Where's Drew?
What did you say?
I have no clue what you said.
You said, "Where's Drew?"
Where's Drew?
He'll hold up a wing to point over towards
She's helping her across, and you can actually see from here the viaduct bridge. She's helping her across. Well, have
Josh
you
is
guys
staring.
Oh, sorry. Or Reese is
Yes.
going to come in from the side. Have you guys been noticing all the like sick people?
Yeah,
You
it's
guys really
crazy.
went overkill.
Look at Sebastian. He's also sick. It
Whoa,
could happen
Please
to
don't
anyone.
keep saying sick.
Good
I think I
acting.
might throw up again.
Well, can you like throw up on demand?
You want to find out?
No, he actually ate the food. Why?
It's a good
I
question.
was hungry.
Everyone's going to be out of commission for the whole day. You guys want to go for that run now? No?
Like,
Just me?
like
then?
actually run.
Yeah, you know, like out in the forest.
I mean, I'll do it, but it's
Not
not
too
gonna.
far or anything. Wards are still up, I think. Right, Thea?
Hmm?
Right, Thea?
Right. I don't know what we're talking about.
All right. And that is the end of our 4th year here at Hogwarts School. Everyone gets to level up to level 8.
Technically, if it's the end of 4th year, aren't we 9th level now?
Yeah, kinda, yeah. Yeah.
2
Because you
levels.
guys jump from session 21 all the way to session 28.
So we skipped 2 levels.
Speedrun.
2 levels, everybody! Level 8 and level 9.
That's good, because I was down as level 6, so that's really going to help me out.
You get EXP for every student that you poisoned. Thank you all for playing.
Fuck.
You guys are watching.